Alrighty then. What? What are you doing, CPU? That's a ridiculous amount to be clocked. Ooh. Great. Hopefully it'll sort itself out. Just making sure. Cool, that's all working, that's all working. I guess on this screen it's probably a good idea to hide. So the deck list setup, go like that. Get rid of that thing because I'm not using it. In fact, I can get rid of that entirely because I'm not going to use that again. Yes, cool. Cool, so real quick, what are we doing here this evening? Well, first I'm going to make sure this is working, and I got my bot in there, cool. So, we are live on Twitch chat here from Oakville, Ontario. Used to stream out from Toronto, Ontario, but here I am. We're going to be playing some modern MTGO, playing this 5-color Bring to Niv deck. So, what is the Bring to Niv deck? Well, you got the card Niv-Mizzet Reborn. So this is white, blue, black, red, green. When it enters the battlefield, it's a 6/6 flyer, and you get to reveal the top 10 cards of your library, and then you can choose one card from each exact color pair, put that into your hand, the rest on the bottom in random order. So what do you want to do with that? Well, you want to build a deck that's full of 2-color hits, like this, and this, and this, and this, and that, and this. So mostly we've got a pile of super valuable cards, and we're going to see how they all play out as I get into the game. I'm not going to talk super in-depth about these, because if anyone's watching a modern Magic stream, they probably know what most of these cards do. And if you don't, feel free to pop in and ask me. And the one major change that I made with this deck was to add a Safe Right quest, which is a library for a Forest or Plains card, puts it into your hand, and a Sheltered Thicket. Here you are. So Sheltered Thicket is a cycling land, so with Wrenn and Six it becomes a small draw engine. You can draw a card every single turn by cycling the card and then picking it up again with Wrenn and Six. Hopefully my good friend Roy the Boy Pasarathanatham is going to join me via Skype, but even if he doesn't, that's fine. We're going to be trekking on into a league. I just 5-0'd last night, plus a 4-1 before that, so it was a spectacular day of Magic the Gathering. So let's get going. Hopefully my computer can handle streaming and playing Magic's premier client, Magic the Gathering Online. It's currently getting eaten a little bit, but that's okay. And in terms of things that are helpful, I always like to pop up a recent modern league. If you run into a deck and you're not entirely sure how to play sideboard against that deck, you can at least take a gander at a recent 5-0 deck list featuring some of the same cards as you're going to see in the game. So for example, last league I was playing against Storm, or maybe this league before last, and I wanted to know what current Storm decks looked like. Now, obviously the deck I was playing against was different than the one that was on here, but it was still useful to be able to see what some of the things that they might be doing. And I'm intending to throw this up on YouTube afterwards. I don't think I'm going to have any problems with that. Also, I should make sure my Skype is on so that Roy the Boy can give me a call at his earliest convenience. There we go, popped. Let's see what we're up against. Moto's doing its Moto thing. There we go. Cool. This is a medium mediocre hand, but I can cast Assassin's Trophy into Kaya's Guile, and I have most of my colors of mana and a Pillar of the Paruns, so I'm going to keep this in the dark. Opponent snap kept their 7, so let's see what kind of powerful linear deck we're against. Shocking Esteem Vents. This is could be Storm. Which means the Kaya's Guile has good text here. So if we go Windswept Heath into Pillar, then we can cast Assassin's Trophy with no pain. So Windswept Heath is most likely going to get Overgrown Tomb because that allows us to cast Trophy on 2 and then Kaya's Guile on 3. Oh, it's Living End. Well then, if I get to cast Kaya's Guile, it will be excellent. Or if I die on turn 3, then that won't be quite so excellent. So let's see if they turn 3 out the combo. No. I'm going to throw down Pillar, pass the turn. So what we're really praying for here is no turn 3 combo. There's a very good chance they've drawn into it. They can also play As Foretold and then cast the Living End for free. I think they would snap it off if they had it. They did not. So we might be okay here. Their deck is able to go off at instant speed. So we're just going to sit tight with this Kaya's Guile. So Living End, you say. Living End. Cycling, yep. What do you got, nerd? What do you got? What do you got? What do you got? What do you got? Scotty Field, you birds of paradise, you. Mystic Sanctuary. It's got no targets for the trigger. Comes As Foretold. No, Hardcast Curator. Hardcast Curator's fine. I've got 2 Assassin's Trophies, so I'm just going to trophy that. Green. Get out of here, nerd. I have multiple Bring to Lights in my hand. The problem is I can't pull the trigger on that while they have the opportunity to go off. I think it may have been correct to Kaya's Guile make them sacrifice and exile their graveyard there so that I could start making proactive plays, but we'll see. Hopefully this draws me a land. I can also use the card Electro Dominance to cast Living End for free at instant speed. So we might see them go for that here. Abrupt Decay. Yeah, that's fine. I didn't really need the Astrolabe with this hand. End turn. Do I fire off the Helix? I don't think I can. I don't think I can tap down at any moment. So I'm going to go end of turn here, discard a Bring to Light. Yes. Assuming that they know what I'm on. because I don't have a verdict to clean up, I can't pull the trigger. Okay, so Safe Right Quest, proving slightly better than Drown in the Loch in this case, is it? No, not really. No, it's fine. Safe Right Quest is going to get me a Temple Garden or a Breeding Pool. I think in this case Breeding Pool is fine. No, wait, I want double white for Supreme Verdict. And I still can't cast it, but I'm closer. Tapped Temple Garden is fine. Yeah, it's fine. Not great, but fine. I think my opponent is a patient, experienced player. Probably played some good control in their day. So if I cast Unmoored Ego for black, blue, I can still cast the Kaya's Guile, so that's fine. So Ego U, I would be surprised to not see this countered. Is this remand? Force of Negation. That's fine. Nothing I can do about it anyway. So I'm finally not at 7 cards in hand, which makes me happy. I wonder how safe they want to feel before they pull the trigger on this. Teleria West Transmute. Yes, that's fine. So this is going to get them their living end. Hopefully they pull the trigger this turn. And then I just get to blow them out hard. I think it's very possible I should have discarded Vraska earlier. Suspend Ancestral Visions. Yeah, that's a play. Yeah. Make it blue. Okay. So I think I would really like to try to empty their graveyard at the end of this turn. If they respond with a living end, then I can Wrath them. Second Ancestral Vision, so I really need to start closing this game out. Simian Spirit Guide Hardcast, yeah, that's a legal play. What if I made you discard a card and shocked him? How would you feel about that? Yeah. This is fine. So the first one has 3 time counters. So I'm gonna go black, green, blue. Yeah, it's fine. Red. Cast. Green, blue, and red. Cast Vraska. I would really like to get a Teferi out of my deck. That's what I would like it more than anything else. So I'm gonna sack a Sprawl to draw a card. Because if I can get to Teferi, it's going to shut off both their visions. And also give me the option to instant speed Niv and instant speed Supreme Verdict. So I think I'm all in on trying to pick up a Teferi. As foretold, resolves. Living End resolves. No, it does not resolve. Each opponent exiles all creatures, and I want to gain 4 life. White, black, and 1. They, of course, have a counter. Then I'm going to Verdict, assuming that they put lethal on the board from this. Force negation, yeah. Snow-covered island in case I draw a Verdict. It makes it slightly easier to cast. The question is, can I bring to light for Niv instead of Verdict? Then I get hit for 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I get Helix to go up. So 1, 2, 3. Yes, technically I can. So, because I think the most winning line here is going to be to play Niv-Mizzet, draw a million cards, survive the next turn, and then Teferi and Verdict. So I want to draw a Bring to Light and a Teferi. I'm missing a black. Cool, done. Okay. So the play to lose line, I think, is to pick up the Verdict, but I think the play to win line is to get to the Niv-Mizzet. So I draw Teferi or Verdict and a Bring to Light. There's a Teferi. So Helix, the Spirit Guide. So I'm going to take 5, 6, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 damage here. So as long as they don't have an Electro Dominance in their frick, I didn't activate this. Oh well. And I could have killed as foretold with it. So that's double punt. But that's okay. Screwed up twice. No, that's how you do it. So let's just see how dead I am. So I'm going to block 1 hexproof creature. Next turn I can Teferi and bounce. I have Helix, Kaya, and a trophy. So it's very possible to win this game from here. Strategically pretty neat. Yep. Bring on the pain, nerd. Ah. Interesting. And I'm severely punished here for not plussing my Vraska. I'm not overly worried about losing her, but So I don't really have anything I particularly want to sacrifice with her. Now, one of the things is, yeah, I think I just let this go. Doesn't affect my overall game plan in a particularly significant way. Does stop me from killing their As Foretold, so double punish for not activating it. It's alright. Gonna be fine. Maybe. Maybe kind of going to sort of be fine. Yep. Putting Living on top? Force of negation, maybe. Now, Teferi shuts down all counter magic. So if I have a way to wrath them or just keep him alive, yeah. That only counters non-creature spells. First we cast Teferi. Turn off their interaction. Good. Okay, so that's one Ancestral Vision won't resolve. I can block Ceradon with Tolsimir or Tolsimir token. Bounce that. Cool. Fetch Untap Forest with this. Okay. Out of my remaining plays, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, play Tolsimir, but then I can't fight anything. So I think I'm going to have to let Teferi die. Is that right? No, I can block the flyer. Tolsimir. Block, block. No, still lose Teferi. I have 6 mana. So I might as well go green. Put that there. Okay. So this makes this into... it doesn't really matter. Green, white, black. So I can cast Kaya maybe? So if they want to get through to Teferi, they're going to have to throw a good chunk of resources away. Not really. That's fine. So I know they're going to have Force of Negation in hand this turn. So what I can do is I can... Oh, he just picked it up. But they can cast it. Cool. They cannot cast Force of Negation. So the Force of Negation in their hand is a blank piece of cardboard until Teferi's dead. So I'll trophy when they attack, and then an okay shape. Curator, land Curator. I'll leave the Simian Spirit Guide in there to eat again for more life if she survives. Cool. So just pass the turn, and hopefully Assassin's Trophy kind of gets us somewhere. Enjoy your ancestral visions. did not switch my overlay. Hold on. Should be better that way. Where you going, nerds? So 2 on Kaya, 2 on Teferi. That's perfect. Didn't throw the hexproof ones at Teferi, so this is actually going to get super punished here. So Kaya's going to die, but Teferi gets to live and turn off their second Ancestral Visions. So they did not adequately prioritize taking Teferi off the table. And they cannot cast Living End in any way. Not any way I think that deck normally plays. So their Force of Negation is still on no text. Jeez, I wish I had that Vraska out though. Well, they would have made a different play on that turn. Probably thrown away extra creatures in order to be able to get her. But then I would be in a better position here. Okay, so first things first, play my 1 mana cantrip. See what cards I can see. Not super useful. However, plus my Teferi. Pillar. Kraken for 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10. 5, 2, and 2. Perfect. Well, not perfect, but that's white, green. I need a second green. Tolsimir. No legal targets. Okay. Trigger. No legal target. Cool. Hooray! Wrenn and Six. Okay. Is that correct? It's not correct. Being bad at tapping. Cool. Pick up a land. Misty's more likely to have a hit. And pass the turn. So next turn I hit them for 6. They go to 5. And I have a Helix. So this game is in pretty good shape. I also have a somewhat ludicrous number of permanents in play. That's better. Let me take care of that for you, Moto. So opponent got wrecked by Teferi. Just ate both their Ancestral Visions. I know a lot of people are frustrated with Teferi, but Teferi is one of the few reasons I'm able to play Control in Modern, and I thank him for it. Puts Living End on the stack with As Foretold. Well, that's a legal play. Whoops. Alright, so what's happening here? They're getting back Spirit Guide, Ceradon, Curator. Is that bad? It's bad. I can play Dreadbore in response and kill my Niv-Mizzet. That's what I can do. Sometimes I hate knowing that Wizards did this thing where they changed a lot of their new cards so that they can't target your own creatures. And this is one of those times. Actually, for creature kill spells, they don't normally do that, but so I'm getting a new Niv trigger. I was looking at my board and I was like, I can Helix the Tolsimir, but yeah, that's a game win. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so I would get Oko, Wrenn and Six, and Teferi. Well, that's not too bad. Oh, and then I can Wrenn and Six them, Helix them, Wrenn and Six them, and swing in for the kill. So, cool. Alright, so Living End. So Ashiok, Kaya's Guile, Supreme Verdict. Lavinia, yeah. That counters every spell that As Foretold can put into play. Cool. Veto seems fine. And then Mystical Disputes also seem fine. So this is one of the big sideboard matches. Heavy sideboarding. I feel like Unmoored Ego is pretty middling because of how grindy they are. Kolaghan's command's not great. Dreadbore. So then one of the things that was going to come out was my Drown in the Loch, but I don't have that anymore. I have Saberite Quest. Saberite Quest is for the very, very grindy matchups. Oh, maybe I do want that. Alright, let's see. Wrenn and Six is pretty bad here. Cut it when I can. Helix is not great. Normally I don't cut more than one unless I have to. Oko is pretty medium. They can just Alpha Strike. Vraska does kill their As Foretold. I usually cut one Niv in the matchups that are super linear. Oh, here we go. Howdy, Roy. Oh, soon to be howdy, Roy. I'm just in the middle of sideboarding in match 1. So we're against Blue-Red Living End. Also, this is going out live on Twitch. I don't think anyone's watching it right now, but...
Does that mean I should keep it down?
No. No, I want you here. So I'm just making one last sideboarding decision before I hit submit. So I won game 1 against Blue-Red Living End. And the way the last play that happened is they cast another Living End. So they'd already Living Ended once before. They had a big board of creatures, but they were getting stalled by Niv.
Yeah.
And they cast another Living End. So it was going to kill their 2 hexproof guys and bring back, it was like 4 guys from their graveyard. And because I had a Teferi, I responded by Dreadboring my own Niv. So he'd come back off the Living End, and then they scooped. It really was. It was, and also, I would say the first 7 or 8 turns of the game was me holding up Kaya's Guile and them refusing to try to pull the trigger because they knew I had something.
Sounds like an experienced Living End player.
I think so. I think so. Otherwise, I was just screwing up by playing overly conservative. On the draw in game 2, I have 2 of the worst cards I left in my deck, in my hand, Helix. And this hand is otherwise very medium, but with 23 lands in my deck, I think I can draw lands, and then I can kind of get through this. I don't know.
When do you think you need the land?
Well, I need to hit a land within the next 2 draw steps, right? Like I do. Like, I would say actually I have 3 of the worst cards I left in my deck.
Yeah. I don't know if this is worth keeping.
Yeah, it's probably not. Gonna get moderned. Oh, that was the keep button. Well, good luck. Yep. It's okay. We'll be fine. Okay, maybe we won't be fine.
Oh boy.
So I'm gonna go Sprawl on blue? No, it's gotta be Sprawl on black, right?
It's gotta be Sprawl on black or red.
I'm going black. Oh god. I don't know, I feel like blue at least gives me 1 spell as long as they play a blue spell.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to do it that way. I don't know if it's right or wrong. Also, sorry, and one of the huge pivots of game 1 was they suspended 2 Ancestral Visions.
Yeah.
And I played a Teferi.
Sick.
So I fizzled one of them because I played the Teferi the turn before it was going to come off suspend. So it passed back to them and they fizzled one. But then the second one was going to come off suspend. But they were going to be able to attack down my Teferi, but they screwed up the way they attacked. And they were able to kill my Kaya, which wasn't a big deal. But I kept the Teferi alive. So
oh, wow.
Yeah, it was savage. The replay of that game, and also there was a turn where I double punted by not activating Vraska, but it's fine. All right, well, we screwed up. Hopefully they play Living End this turn and I get to Mystical Dispute it, or not Living End, As Foretold. So hopefully they play As Foretold on this turn, and I get to dispute it, and then they force a negation me and I lose.
Oh. You have the most hate in the world.
Yeah, I would assume so. I'm ditching a Helix. Yeah. It's actually worse than Brink's Lighter Verdict. Jeez, this is real bad. Oh well, sometimes you lose games to variance. I meant to mulligan this hand. I know, but like, you know what I mean. Well, like, in theory, my 6 and 5 could have been just as bad. It's not likely, but I'm just not going to be mad about it. Like,
yeah,
mistakes happen. Hard cast Simian Spirit Guide. Yeah, that's a legal Magic the Gathering play.
Well, it's a clock.
Yeah, it's a clock. I probably should have brought in Rest in Peace in this matchup too, huh?
You didn't bring it in?
No, you saw my sideboarding.
Oh crap!
I mean, you saw it late. You came in like the last minute. Yeah, definitely.
There's no need to call it quits yet.
I mean, I've had 5 draw steps.
He doesn't have that much pressure.
Yeah, I'm just saying I've had 5 draw steps. Like this is not fair. This is statistically unlikely.
They're not playing fair Magic.
No, I know. I just probably should have trusted the Helix there actually.
Wait, why did you? Yeah.
Because I wasn't thinking. Because
I think you're tilting off.
Yeah, I'm tilting off slightly. I'm also more distracted than I would be otherwise. Just because I'm getting used to having a person talking to me instead of just being on my own.
Oh, just pretend I'm your conscience.
You are.
Oh boy, that's a really bad conscience to have.
I mean, I think I've seen worse. Force the negation?
Aww. Thanks.
I'm getting forced and then there's going to be a living end. And the living end is totally going to kill their spirit guide. Oh, no living end. Fine. Why you gotta be such a nerd? Man, if I rip a black source or a white source and can't cast this Kaya's Guile, I'm gonna be so mad. Well, that's both.
Well, you're not gonna be able to cast Kaya's Guile regardless.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I ripped both and can't cast either. And like I ditched this trophy. I could cast this trophy now in theory. Like, why I gotta be so bad?
Let's just focus on the game.
Oh, I'm focusing. I'm focusing on not tilting more and enjoying getting beat down by the Spirit Guide. Apparently, I'm playing against what is it called? No, Mono Red Prison.
Oh.
Well, so that's a big draw. I can Kaya's Guile now, so if they ever tap down for anything.
Oh man, he gets to sack the creature too.
Yeah. No, well, only if I choose that mode.
I'm assuming you will.
I mean, I would. So the question is, do I try to Guile at end of turn here? Or do it?
Electrodominance an instant?
Electrodominance is instant. Now, I didn't see any in Game 1, and Game 1 was really long.
But presumably that's what he's playing red for.
I guess so?
What else would he be playing it for?
Control elements?
Like,
no, you cycling on Desert Ceradon. I mean, I don't know if that's worth it, but
then why red blue?
Yeah, that's true. Okay, well that
probably playing Electrodominance.
All right, I'm going to Helix that this turn.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I'm going to go red on Vista, white. No, I'm going to Helix it at the end of their turn. Yeah, because then if they living end, then I untap and verdict them. No, I can do it now. They're already attacking. So this goes for red, this goes for white. I can't, but that's okay. Yeah, but it's okay because like they can't attack with haste. Like they don't. I don't think their deck has any way to do that. So just going red and white, I'm gonna Helix it, and we'll see how it goes.
I think you actually have a very good shot once you fire off the Kaya's Guile.
Well, if it resolves. I love that they were beating me down with the Spirit Guide and my...
Wow.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So, do I just fire off Kaya's Guile on my turn?
I think you take the damage.
No, I took the damage already. And then I'm gonna fetch. So I'm gonna fetch.
Fire it off now so you can verdict.
I can't fire it off now.
Oh,
I cannot do that. I don't have the colors.
Some blue.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Hey man, I did counter a Living End with it, so that might be the reason I'm still in the game.
I still think blue is the right call. It's just irritating.
Yeah. Oh, my draw engine. Well, that would be a forest otherwise, which is not super useful. I think I just passed the turn again, and then during combat, do I Kaya's Guile? I think I do.
I don't know. You can still take like. Ugh.
So they have a vision suspended. Cool. I brought in the second Kaya's Guile, so the Bring to Light in my hand is also a Kaya's Guile.
Well, depending on what happens with the Kaya's Guile.
Yeah, I'm casting it in combat. I'm gonna go sack exile. Yeah. Okay. Each opponent sacks a creature. Exile all. Oh, hold on. There. That one. Get him. Slay him.
He has an Electro Dominance or a Force.
That's fine.
Yeah.
So on my turn, I go Bring to Light for the other Kaya's Guile, and then hopefully that's it. Like oh, or that. That's fine.
Is it? You're at 6.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
All the counter magic they've played is anti non-creature spells, and I don't think they have a haste, and so like the worst thing that could have happened there was like probably Remand, but they didn't play that in game 1 either. All right, so I get a Teferi, and they have a Visions on 3, which is great. I'm gonna draw all those cards. I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna pass the turn. I legitimately do not think they have a way to give all their creatures haste, which, by the way, I feel like is a flaw in their deck, but that's neither here nor there. Begin combat. Is he coming in? Aping you.
Oh boy. Do you have any followers?
I have people who follow me. Not, I think it's 12. Like, it's a pathetic number, but there's the bot in chat too. Don't forget the bot. I actually set that. I set that up today. So there's a bot in my chat now. Is there anyone in chat? I doubt it. But I put it up on the Discord and I put out a tweet. So I'm attempting to stream like a professional without any of the other things that a professional would have. Okay.
Have you ever met Tony or Aiden?
No?
Have you met Aiden Hutchinson-Chi?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. He streams. And he streams well from what I've heard.
Oh,
like
that's good.
He lives off streaming.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I'd love to do that, but I don't.
Does it more like a hobby.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to start it as a hobby. I've been doing it for a while, like randomly. So I think Teferi is the thing we play here, right?
Still have 2 turns.
Yeah, so do I bait with Kaya?
I think so.
Because I only have 1 white, so I can only play 1. Oh, no, wait, I have an Astrolabe. So, but I can't play the Astrolabe. Unless I draw a land, I can't do both.
Yes.
So I think we go Astrolabe first and then play Kaya. Yeah. Well, yeah, I think I'm probably going to play Kaya no matter what, but I think I Astrolabe first. And then if I can get a Teferi into play, I'm going to cast the Bring to Light for Kaya's Guile and wreck them. Oh, or I could play that.
Or that, yeah.
That is an excellent thing to bait with.
You can cast both.
No, I can't. I don't have the colors. I don't have double white still. Oh, wait, I do now. Okay, so I can. Yeah, I can. So I got to tap this and that. I have one floating, but that's fine. Cast Lavinia, Azorius Renegade. So this just sits on board and counters their Ancestral Vision.
Yep.
Man, my deck loves turning off Ancestral Vision.
Yeah.
Also, I'm really down on clock, so... Do I want to also cast Kaya?
Yes.
Do I? I guess so.
What are you going to do otherwise?
Yeah. No, you're right.
Might as well start getting life and eating his yard.
Mm-hmm. The downside of streaming is it's actually taking enough of my computer's power that it's chunky.
Yeah.
Are you seeing that?
It's a little slower. But
No, it's on my end. It's a lot slower. I think I have to. Normally, I would want to hold out and gain all the life, but I'm gonna exile both the hexproof creatures. Yeah, I'm exiling both the Riverwinders. Cool, and then we crack in for 6. Pass the turn. Like, I turned off everything I can on here, but... Well, no, I didn't. Let's end some more tasks. Alright. What's your turn, nerd? What do you got? Alright, so, like, look at this sweet reminder text on this.
What does it say?
Scotty Field controls 7 lands, so it's letting me know that if they try to play something that costs 8, it will prevent that.
Yeah.
Or they're not allowed to. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to 6 here. If they have lightning bolts or something, I'm like, I will die to that. Yep.
Clock. Oh my god.
So if I Teferi and bounce this, I can kill them, right? Yeah, I can.
Yep.
Hold on. Let me make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, I can't. I don't have enough mana.
Can't you? Hold on.
No, I can't. But it's fine. We still Teferi.
Wait, why can't you kill them?
Because I don't have a Helix in my hand. Helix costs 5.
Oh no, she ticks down at 5, not 4.
Yeah, 5. No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna attack for 6 and then play the Teferi. Bounce their. No, I'm not gonna bounce anything. I'm just gonna plus them. Because then I can verdict at instant speed if somehow that becomes something that's relevant. Oh, there we go. I have a blue. Good. Jeez. I might have to stop the stream. It's so chunky.
Whoa.
No, it's just affecting my ability to play the game.
Yeah.
Like things are jumping around when they shouldn't be. Like I'm trying to
I could go through the stream and not Skype.
Well, I wonder if streaming my screen view is making it slower. So I wonder if I turn off that part of Skype, if it'll, like if we're just doing the audio call and you watch on the stream, I wonder if that is helpful. We'll try that once this game is over. See if the the performance changes at all. Because it might be the fact that I'm streaming my screen in 2 different ways.
Yeah. What's your Twitch handle?
Mana symbol. Same as my MTGO name. I made sure of that. Okay, Sac Delta, that's fine. Force of Negation on top. Yeah, with my Teferi in play? Sure, that's fine. That's legit. Shocking Steam Vents, going to 1. Okay, that's legit. Combat? Sure. Okay. Pass the turn. Okay. You can't interact, friendo. crack in with Niv, annihilate you? Sweet. 2-0 in the match.
Awesome.
Yeah. All right, let's
There's slight lag on your Twitch.
Yeah.
That's intended.
No. I mean, the lag is fine. Like in terms of like you're not watching it basically live.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm sure Skype is quicker. But if we let's hit stop sharing. Let's see if that cleans things up at all. I think it will. So unfortunately, you have to watch on a slight delay. But I'll let you know if you're behind on anything. How does the stream look, by the way?
It looks okay right now.
Yeah. I have the chat over there, and then I do have a different, so if I switch to the deck list setup while I'm queuing, that might be better. But while I'm queued, like it's being queued is not exciting. So like having a specific, like this is the setup for when I'm looking at a deck. So like if I go here, it'll make more sense. So if you look at the stream now, like this makes sense.
Yeah.
And then when I switch into the in-game, it goes to the other one. Which I'm sure I could set up with a hotkey, but I haven't gotten that far yet. Streaming's like anything else. Like you go into it and then oh wow, this stream is more behind than I thought. So it is gonna be kinda awkward for you to comment in real time. So we'll see if this is worth doing. I won the die roll. Oh, I found. All right, I've got a super solid hand. I'm going to keep it on the play. It's 3 lands, Astrolabe, Trophy, Astrolabe, and Time Raveler.
Yep, I see.
Yeah, cool. I'm going to fetch a basic forest with this. No, I'm not. I'm going to fetch a basic swamp. Black, 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 yeah. No, I can't do that. I picked the wrong one. Okay. Basic Plains it is. That's fine. It's close enough anyway. With the Astrolabes, it's probably not going to matter. They're so busted.
Yep.
On Faithless Brewing and what was it, Everyday Eternal, both those podcasts have talked about the fact that it's like, so I played a deck with Astrolabe, and it just made all the mana decisions so trivial. Alright, so turn 2, I'm Abrupt Decaying that. 10 out of 10. Which means
right
this...
Now it looks like you're Abrupt Decaying your own Arcum's Astrolabe, but I'm assuming that Decay, yeah, so Spear.
Yeah. Combat, sure. Swing for 1. Do I kill this before it hits me in case they have light up the stage? No, because I have to fetch for it anyway, so I take 1 damage no matter what. I guess that is a theoretical reason I should have done that on my turn, but it's okay because they're fetching, so they are going to cast something. Please make it Boros Charm. Boros Charm to give your guy double strike for maximum. Did they did 4 to me? Okay, good. So I get to get them a little bit here. So I'm fetching basic swamp because I have a green source in hand. So that's fine. Basic swamp. This goes for green. No. Decay that. Don't trophy it. Okay, so I'm getting hit with the Boros Charm, but that's inevitable. I think I go Astrolabe, hold up Trophy here?
That looks reasonable.
Yeah.
Good Teferi.
I know, but I just don't know how relevant to because if I play Teferi, I'm going to plus him, right?
Yep.
Unless I minus him to bounce an Astrolabe, but like I think Astrolabe and hold up Trophy here is fine. It's kind of a 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Like they're both fine.
Yeah. I guess you can afford to take 1 more turn off.
Yeah. Like, if there's an Eidolon here, that's a Rift Bolt. Well, that's a reason that I would hold the Teferi. In fact, that's an excellent thing that I did. Cool. So, this is going to fetch... I'm going to fetch an island with this, and then on my turn I'm going to go Teferi Stomping Grounds plus. Yeah. Because the Rift Bolt gets got no matter what. They can't stop that. And then I have Bring to Light next turn for probably Tolsimir. Also, yeah, so streaming Skype at the same time as streaming OBS was too much, but this is working fine. So I think this is going to be how we have to do this. So they bolt me in response to Teferi. And they sack Bloodstained Mire, so is there another bolt? I think so. What is that? Another bolt? Am I going to 6? Probably going to 6. They still have so many cards in hand.
I'm guessing Bring to Light is grabbing Kaya's Guile?
Tolsimir.
Oh, Tolsimir.
Tolsimir gains me 3, but it also puts 2 bodies into play, so I think it stops them from doing more things. The problem is right now, pretty much no matter what they have in their hands, I could be dead. But at least I fizzled their Rift Bolt, so that's a big play. Because I'm at 9. Oh, they didn't have a second bolt, so they... Okay. They must be planning on killing my Teferi. They must have been like, wait, I can kill the Teferi if I hold this. Alright, let's see what it is. You can't kill me from 9. Okay, so Helix me? Okay. What's the other card? 2 cards. Boros Charm? Skewer me. Oh god, if it's a bolt or a skewer, I'm dead. Oh, it wasn't. Thank goodness. Oh, still alive. I have to go down to 2, then I go up to 5. And then they get multiple draws. Well, there's nothing else we can do, right?
I do not see anything.
Yeah. So, this is a game where I took 4 damage from fetch lands, and it's a huge deal, but really isn't anything can be done about it. That was literally, I think I played it out so that I took the least amount of damage, and what the fuck? Did I think I Bring to Light wrong. I think I cast Bring to Light wrong.
Oh no.
Well, I think this just means I go Kaya's Guile, gain 4, make a 1/1.
Yep.
I've never done that before.
The other modes really help.
Yeah. I think I must have tapped the Stomping Ground for green. Okay, make a 1/1, gain 4. Well. Oh, wait. I can plus my Teferi. Well, I can minus him to draw 2 cards, essentially. No, I'm going to plus him. I'll draw the 2 cards next turn. So here's hoping we don't die. Well, they had a land, so Searing Blaze for... Yeah, this is 3. And then if you sack your Sunbaked Canyon, maybe you draw a Skewer or Lightning Bolt. I think
Also,
they did.
Stream chat is obscuring your Teferi's loyalty count.
Is it? Well, I will shrink it then. Cool. So stream, Twitch chat, unlock. There you are. Shrink it just a little bit.
Oh, fuck.
What?
You just got bolted.
Yeah, I got got. I mean, they top decked a bolt. What are you gonna do? That's what their deck does. Okay, so I board in the 3 cards that say gain life. And then Veto's okay. It's more what we're going to take out. So Ego is bad. Safe Right Quest is bad. I'm counting Safe Right Quest basically as Drown in the Loch still.
Okay.
Or rather, it's swapped.
It's proxying it.
Yeah. And I guess the point is that this is not a game where I need access to... Well, I guess Safe Right Quest is actually slightly better than a second Wrenn and Six, because they don't play any one-top creatures except for, in theory, Grim Lavamancer off the board, because we've seen that before.
Okay.
And then the question is there another card that I want to take out? Not really.
There's probably another Wrenn and Six.
Yeah, but if you look at my sideboard, there's basically nothing that's great to bring in. Like, Veto's okay.
Veto? I would bring in Veto.
Over Wrenn and Six? Yeah, I guess it's 2 mana, gain 3 or 4 life, so... Okay, this is a pretty ideal main deck. Let's go! I apologize for the inconvenience of the delay.
No worries. Streaming sacrifices have to be made.
Yeah, so we got Dreadbore, Safe Right Quest, Knight of Autumn, and 3 lands. So it's essentially 4 lands, Knight of Autumn, Dreadbore. Oh, and sorry, Bring to Light. I'm going to keep it.
Yeah, this looks good.
Yeah, so go turn 1. I think I go turn 1 Vista, Safe Right Quest. No.
Are you growing basic forest or plains?
I would go Plains, but I think I go turn 1 Stomping Grounds tapped because then I can go turn 2 Pillar. Basically, I'm going to look at the way there's 2 ways to think of this hand, and one of them is I play Safe Right Quest on turn 3 to get my 4th land, and the other one was I get it on turn 1 to get my second, or to get one of my other lands. But I think this was correct. So because they didn't play a creature, I can play Sheltered Thicket and cast the Safe Right Quest. Yeah, and then I'm set all the way up to Bring to Light. So hopefully, so this can get a Plains. That's fine. This is gonna get my basic Plains. And if they Eidolon, I can Knight of Autumn it.
Yeah.
So no better Plains. Cool. Alright, what do you got, nerd? Yeah. So I take 2 to kill that and put a blocker in play? That seems fine, right? I mean, the other option is use Knight of Autumn to gain 4 life and kill it with one of my other spells.
No, I think
Because then I take 2... I take 2, but then I gain 4. So I net more life the other way.
by killing something.
So if I kill it and then cast Knight of Autumn and gain 4 life, I guess the problem is there that if I play Knight of Autumn and they have mana up, they can Skullcrack me. Yeah, it's probably just right to Knight of Autumn here. Knight of Autumn, take the 2 and then destroy it.
Or destroy Eidolon. Okay.
Yeah, and then she just gets to sit there and block all their creatures. Well, I'm at 15 and like right now they're on kill me entirely with spells, so. And right, I have 5 colors set up for the Bring to Light. So this game, I will be able to get Tolsimir and not lose. Although last game it didn't matter. They killed me, and they would have killed me even if I had a Tolsimir. Because they burned me out entirely. But this game I didn't take anywhere near as much damage from my mana. I've actually not cracked a single fetch yet. Okay.
Yeah.
Boros Charm, sure.
I'm glad I don't play Burn.
Screw the critics. E2. That's slightly inconvenient, but alright. Luckily with this setup, if they play Eidolon, I just Bring to Light and Tolsimir fight it down. Take 0 damage.
Yeah.
Searing Blaze. I'm gonna Abrupt Decay in response.
Wait, Abrupt Decay what?
The Knight of Autumn. Oh, sorry. So they're casting Searing Blaze for 3 damage on my Knight of Autumn. I'm gonna Abrupt Decay in response.
Wait, don't do that.
Why?
It hits you for 3.
Right. 2 targets. Thank you. Good call. Good call. Okay, and if they have double bolt again, I die. They do not. So I have to go, well, unless I top deck a land that doesn't hurt me. Hey, look, I top decked a land that doesn't hurt me. So if they had Boros Charm in hand, I was going to die there no matter what, but now I don't have to.
Oh, pillar.
Yep. So this is Bring to Light for 5. Did it correctly this time? Tolsimir. Cast. They can still easily kill me next turn, but they've drawn 4 lands, so maybe they won't.
It's so weird casting Bring to Light at sorcerer speed.
After we've truly lived. Skullcrack. Mother flipper. I love how I like think of Skullcrack at times where it like doesn't matter at all, and then.
Well, I still think you should have gone for it this turn.
No, I should. There's literally no other thing to play. I find it frustrating that I think about like, oh, I could get Skullcracked here when they're tapped down and it doesn't matter, and I'd never.
Like when you see a line and then you forget about the line that you saw.
Yeah. Well, I got 2-0'd by burn. It happens.
Spoilers.
It's actually funny, in the 5-0 league, we beat 2 different dredge variations, but I never had to face burn. And usually I do beat burn. Well, not usually, but I think I'm like 50-50 against burn or so.
Burn is definitely a matchup you'd choose over dredge.
I think so. Yeah, I mean, it also feels better to play against. Not much, but better. I mean, round 1 we were against Blue-Red Living End, and that's a ridiculous deck to play against.
Yeah, just a graveyard deck.
Well, it's more that it's like that, or like the straight like Cascade Living End deck are just super unfair decks that are just trying to wombo you out.
Yeah, I like the blue-red version better.
Yeah, me too. I've got a Wonderlander with an Astrolabe and a Wrenn and Six. It's got a fetch land. I know you will in a second. I think I'm going to keep this.
Gamble on the land.
I think I do because I have a Wrenn and Six and a fetch land. So if I hit the second land in 3 draws, so there's 22 lands in my deck plus a safe right quest. So I'm taking this gamble.
Are you on the draw?
I'm on the play. So I have 2 draws, not 3. Because I have the Astrolabe and a Cantrips.
If you're on the play, don't you just have 2 draws?
That's what I said. I have 2 instead of 3.
Okay.
So here's draw number 1. Got there. This hand is like excellent with the second land. Like it's like very, very, very good.
Oh, it's Prismatic Vista, sweet.
Mm-hmm.
What are you grabbing with it? A swamp?
Nope. Oh, well, it basically doesn't matter, but oh, it does. It does matter because on turn 3 I'm playing Teferi. It's gonna be no, it's got to be an island or a plains, right?
Yeah.
Right. So it's gonna be plains. It's already a plains. It's a plains now because I drew the helix. Oh, sorry, you're gonna see it. You're gonna see it in a second. Sorry, I gotta use the delay. So I drew a helix. So.
Yep.
So plains, and then goes red, green, Wrenn and Six, and annihilate your game plan amulet player. And I have a trophy in hand, which is also good against them. Not great, but good.
Trophying their bounce land?
Yeah. And Abrupt Decaying their omelet. Please play another scout. No.
Josh is building this deck.
It's a good deck.
Yeah.
Field of the Dead. That is a good thing to be able to Assassin's Trophy as well. Do they have a second amulet? Oh my god. Alright. I think I Abrupt Decay one of those this turn.
I think you Abrupt Decay at least one and hold up the trophy for the next.
I don't have 4 mana.
Well, no, like, I'm just sequencing the turns.
Oh, sure, yeah. No, well, no, next turn I can Vraska the other one.
Did you draw a land?
No, I have Wrenn and Six.
Wrenn and Six, okay.
I have all my land drops forever. So 1 down, and then next turn I can Vraska the other one, so...
You could also Teferi bounce.
I could, but it's a 1 mana drop, and if they have a Karoo, they end up positive on mana. That's considerably more risky.
Okay.
I mean, tell me if I'm wrong, but... I have them very, very choked on mana once I kill that other Vaker. So they have a potential of 4 mana this turn. So in theory, if they have an Azusa, this could still be a nutty vomit your hand turn.
Yep.
Sack Scout, good. Okay, I'm glad I drew that. Now I can do everything. I somewhat screwed up, so I'm going to have to take an extra point of damage, or extra 2 points of damage here, but it's not too bad. Man, you know what are really good? Planeswalkers that destroy permanents.
Vraska, so good.
Vraska is pretty alright. Also, she has ball and art. And
Yeah.
I'm not going to spoil the end of this match, or the end of this game for you, but enjoy.
Oh,
Yeah,
interesting.
that's a thing that happened. So, I think Crumble the Dust comes in. Ashiok definitely comes in. I think Crumble was a questionable one last time. Night of Autumn's good. Blows up omelets. And
Is
then...
Guile worth anything?
I don't think so. Their graveyard's not that relevant. Making them sack a Titan's not that good.
So,
Like, it doesn't...
just considering what you can board out.
Yeah, so... Kolaghan's command actually kills... I think the Helixes are bad, right?
I think the Helixes are probably the worst cards in your deck
Yeah, I think so too.
right now.
It's funny that they go from being like the best in like the format in general to being Kaya, I guess she exiles Sack Scouts and Omelets. Yeah. And Tolsimir is pretty bad. If there's something else to bring in instead of Tolsimir, I will do it. No, you can't.
With his wolf buddy.
The wolf, only the wolf fights.
No, not fight. Like, you can double block the thing.
Oh yeah, but that's assuming they haven't given it double strike and +2/+0 twice.
This is true.
Like, I think that's a pretty... I think Crumble at Us is better because it kills field, and it can kill a Karoo.
Yep.
Like, it's not great, but sometimes it's like a getcha play where it's like, oh, you just set yourself up to get wrecked.
Do you have enough answers for something like Tracker or Thragtusk?
I have Trophy, Decay, Dreadbore, Vraska,
Yeah.
Supreme Verdict. So, I think I'm okay against the mid-range plan. So, let's go.
Is there any merit to boarding in the second Verdict?
I don't think so. I have a very mediocre hand that I'm keeping. Once you see it, you'll see why.
Yeah.
If I had a fetch land in the first 2 draw steps, I'm in great shape. So, I think it's fine.
Yeah, you can effectively cast everything.
Yeah.
Or almost everything.
Yeah.
that matters.
Yeah, and I just drew a trophy, so I do have a piece of interaction I can play no matter what. Although, since they played the Scout, I'm going to play Wrenn and Six and kill it. And I have an extra draw step to pick up a fetch land then.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully their turn 2 isn't too nuts.
How do you advertise your stream?
So I tweeted it on my Twitter. No, that doesn't sound right. And I told people about it on Discord. That's about it.
Discord. Okay.
Yeah, there's a nerds Discord for like the Toronto Magic the Gathering community. Hey, that's a fetch line. All right, we're in business. So green, red, Wrenn and Six. And then next turn I get an Ashiok into play in theory, so hopefully they can't get me too good here. Man, if they Sakura Tribe Scout and put in what's the land that they use in depths?
Thespian stage?
No. There's the land that gives target creature protection from the color of your choice until end of turn.
Yeah,
Oh god. Alright, they have an Azusa. It's a jury step. They have an Azusa. Then they played a Selesnya Sanctuary. They're going to replay their forest. And then we'll see what else. And Ancient Stirrings. Okay, that's not too bad. So I can still land the Ashiok and stop them from searching with a Titan, which shuts down their velocity pretty hard. What's it called? Oh, and they've got another Selesnya Sanctuary. They found a Field of the Dead with their Ancient Stirrings. So their hand is Field of the Dead, Forest, and 2 unknowns. So I'm just going to Ashiok and hope for the best.
You don't think there's any merit to getting the Azusa?
So here's the thing.
6 mana.
Yeah, so the trick with Azusa is usually once she's come in and done her damage, there's very little point in removing her. So the turn she comes in, if you can kill her in response to like a Karoo trigger, it's fine. But other than that, it's not really worth doing. That is the general wisdom. I think it is not worth budging my Ashiok. I think you just leave her on 5, or leave Ashiok on 5 in this matchup, because there's nothing.
There's no need to exalt.
Yeah, their graveyard is mostly irrelevant. So here's hoping they play a Titan, because that has very little effect on this game state. Please play a Titan. They tap for 7. Borborygros Enraged. Oh, fuck. Primeval Titan. Sure. It's all yours.
That's still a problem.
I have Assassin's Trophy.
I suppose.
I'm just not super worried about it.
I'm surprised. Usually you're paranoid about combo decks doing...
Right, but currently they can't. That's the thing. Ashiok stops them from doing all of the things that their deck does. Like, you were in the game with me where the guy went, I'm gonna use my Pact.
Yeah, that was awkward.
It was pretty great. I'm not gonna lie. I had a great time. So I think it's just pass the turn, let them think they're gonna swing, and then trophy that.
Oh, Utopia Sprawl. Okay.
Yeah, I drew a Sprawl. I'm casting it this turn, and then I get to bring to light the next turn. And because their number of land types is not that high yet, I think I'm just going to leave the Field of the Dead for now, and next turn the plan is to bring to light for Niv-Mizzet.
Are you naming Blackwood Sprawl?
I did, yeah. I could have 4 mana here, but it's not relevant with what's in my hand. I wonder if they brought in Veil, so that trigger can resolve. Yep. They're both swinging at Ashiok, kill the Titan. This does let them get another land name, but if that's going to be a problem, I can crumble the field next turn. So they can get Snow-Covered Forest here. Yeah, so they're up to 5 land names, and they have Azusa in play. So in theory, they could trigger their Field of the Dead once this turn. But so if
a total of 7 lands with different names?
7 lands with different names. So they cast Once Upon a Time.
And that can include the field.
Correct. Field of the Dead has a name. Its name is Field of the Dead.
Well, I was wondering if playing another field would give them 2 tokens.
It does once your fields are active.
Yes, okay.
Another Titan? Okay. So I think a second Titan means I'm going to bring to light for Supreme Verdict. Because otherwise my Ashiok dies.
Yeah.
So you get to pick up Sanctuary and they're out of land plays.
You could also Oko the Titan.
Okay.
Shock and ping.
I could. Is that better?
I do not know.
Yeah, it gets Oko into play. Actually, I really like that line. Let's do that one.
But can you cast everything?
Kolaghan's Command and Oko?
Yes.
Depending on what I fetch, probably. Nope, I could already do it. I have 2 green and 2 blue, and a black and a red. Ooh, hold on. So I need the red. So blue, green. So this right here casts Oko. That means this here needs to cast. Yeah, I'm good. It doesn't matter what I fetch. I can fetch literally anything. So I'm fetching Garden because in case I need to hard cast a Supreme Verdict. So Oko. Good line. I love that they've played 2 Primeval Titans and they've gotten to fetch 0 lands.
Yeah.
Plus I get to make them discard a card here, which feels pretty great.
Also, the other 2 cards in their hand they're not lands.
One of them is.
Well, what is it?
It's a Selesnya Sanctuary. It's not a land with a different name, but it is a land.
How did he pick it up?
With a Simic Growth Chamber. Yeah. Okay. And we're good. Next turn I get to play Astrolabe and make it a 3/3, so Azusa can no longer swing freely at my Ashiok. So we're through 2 Titans. Oh. Okay, so they got up to 7 land names. But I also get to play Niv-Mizzet this turn, if I want. Yeah, which I'm pretty sure that's something I'm going to do. Okay, they got another zombie, but that's fine. 3rd zombie, right, because they've got Azusa, so they can make it. Okay, so every turn they can currently make 3 zombies because of Azusa. So.
Well, they need to draw those cards.
No, they don't. They're going to end up with land in hand. And then they just go Karoo, bounce self, Karoo, bounce self, Karoo, bounce self.
Oh, I see.
So now they can make 3 zombies per turn.
Got it.
So I might have to verdict them, but that means they're on literal nothing. So my turn is going to be Astrolabe, and then probably bring to life a verdict. Again, my draw step can affect it, but I think that's what we're doing here. Okay. Oh, or I'm going to keep you in suspense.
That's weird.
No, I drew verdict.
Yeah, I noticed. That's...
Wow, that's a pretty great draw. Alright, So, Astrolabe. Yeah, how's it going? Wow, it's a good thing I have the Supreme Verdict. Well, that was that game against the Titan player where it's like, wow, that Ashiok is really impressive. Well, it's a good thing I can fetch up another Titan. No, Peter, you can't. The static text on the Ashiok says you can't search your library.
Who's your favorite character in that show?
A Family Guy?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like picking a favorite child. I don't know.
Wow.
No, but I don't know. Stewie's great. Brian's great. Peter's great. They're all great. Omelet, sure. You got it, bud. So they get one zombie this turn and one zombie next turn guaranteed. That's fine. I'm going to fetch so I can F6 for value. One of the other cool things that... Oh, they're out. They scooped. One of the other cool things with the setup with Sheltered Thicket is I can fetch it with a fetch land and then sack it with a Vraska in theory. Probably won't come up often, but... So I got the 2-0. I'm going to hit the washroom real quick.
Okay.
Alrighty then. Alright. Oh, also, can you let me know if it's working on your end of the stream? You should be able to find my deck on the Stream Decker overlay. Let me know if that's working. Assuming you're here. No, Redbird is gone. Goodbye, Roy.
I'm back.
Yay! I got back a minute ago, so. But, let me know if on the stream you should be able to check out the Stream Decker.
Stream Decker?
Yeah, and that'll show you the deck list. I know you already know it, but it puts it on screen for you. So if you hover over the stream, there should be 2 add-ons that pop up on the right side. Streamlabs.
And Stream Decker.
And if you click on Stream Decker, it'll pop out a little overlay that shows you the deck list.
Do I just click on it?
Yeah.
Nothing is appearing. Hold on.
Yeah. Won the die roll, keeping a hand with 4 lands, Astrolabe, Sprawl, and Teferi. So we got the turn 2 Teferi draw.
Okay. The deck list is taking a while to load, but it looks like it's loading.
Cool. And my opponent is Gigantornator. So, just FYI.
I wonder if he likes that card, Gigantomancer.
Maybe. It's a pretty sweet card.
I don't know if sweet's the word I would use.
Sweet is exactly the word I would use.
You know what I never understood?
What?
Why doesn't Tron play Gigantomancer?
Right? What are they thinking? They like big things. He likes big things.
It's a match made in heaven.
Yeah, he was printed in Rise of the Eldrazi, their favorite set.
Yeah. Well, I would have assumed New Phyrexia is your favorite set.
No. Well, it depends on which Tron players you talk to. Goblin Guide. Well, that makes my turn 2 Teferi a little more awkward. Draw me a card. Do it. Do it. Oh, Kaya's Guile on top of my deck. I guess I could just play a turn 2 Kaya's Guile and make them sack that and gain 4 life. Actually, I'm going to hold it. No, they could Skullcrack me. I have all the cards I need in my hand, so I'm just going to main phase this. Get out of here, nerd. And I'm at 21 on turn 2 against Burn. Feels good, man.
This Stream Decker deck list is pretty sweet.
Yeah, that's what Hogland uses. So
is this sponsored by a company called Stream Decker?
It's created by a company called Stream Decker.
Is it associated with Cardboard Live?
I think it's a Cardboard Live extension, actually.
Okay.
I'm not entirely sure. I don't actually know, but I know it's top quality.
Okay.
Also, opponent is using RNA? No, GRN Mountain. Sweet. Oh my god, they put Riftbolt in Suspend, and I have a Teferi in hand. This feels bad. Is it okay for this to feel bad? I feel bad. I guess I lost to the last person playing Burn, so I'm gonna go ahead and not feel bad, but I do feel bad. Okay, they shock. What do you got? Is this Spear? Wow, Spike. Sure. So now you definitely can't kill my Teferi. Got it. Pillar.
Does hit Planeswalkers?
It does. So the general heuristic on whether or not something has been updated in order to hit Planeswalkers was when you cast it before, did it target a player or did it hit players or hit all like opponents? Was the damage an incidental part of what it did or was it a big part of what it did? That's basically. So if you think of Chandra Torch of Defiance.
That hits each, so it doesn't work.
Right, exactly. Whereas anything that's like target player is pretty much exclusively target planeswalker. The one exception I think might be Blightning, but Blightning also might be.
Anything with discard.
Well, but here's the thing: there was a card that was basically the modern Blightning, where it was like deal 3 damage to target player and they discard 2 cards, or deal 3 damage to target planeswalker and its controller discards 2 cards. So in theory, they just could have ported the wording from that card. I don't know if they did. I don't think that they did.
Well, they
But,
functionally errata, aren't you?
It depends. When they printed Blightning, did they intend it to be able to hit planeswalkers?
Well, it's all in one line.
Right, but the point was, did you intend it to function the way I just said it did, or did you intend it to function in another way? Right? Because like,
Card.
I don't remember. I don't know what it is, but I do know it exists. So I'm Teferi bouncing my Astrolabe, and I'm gonna replay it.
Is it Rakdos return?
Yes. Rakdos' Return. That is the card. So Rakdos' Return.
Rakdos' return is templated differently, though. Yeah.
Right, but I'm saying when they did the Planeswalker damage redirection rule nullification, they changed all the things to any target. They So Lightning had the function of being able to do 3 damage to target player or planeswalker and having...
Use Zach is because Lightning does hit planeswalkers.
Oh, it does?
Yes.
Right. But not on the original card text.
On the original card text, it says target player, and then it says that player discards 2 cards.
Correct. And you could redirect it to their planeswalker.
Yes.
Right. Has it been updated to be able to hit planeswalkers, though?
Yeah.
Right. So it has been functionally not errated. It's been errated so that its function remains the same as it was before.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why I was confused in the... Yeah. Okay.
Well, no, but there are cards that were functionally errated in the planeswalker change, like Chandra. She used to be able to hit planeswalkers. Now she can't. I think my opponent has made a grievous error.
But the part of the reason is Chandra hits literally each opponent.
No, I know that, but before she could redirect to each of their planeswalkers.
She didn't do 2 damage to each of their planeswalkers, did she?
No, but for each opponent, you could redirect to one of their planeswalkers.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Right, now you can't.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Like...
It makes sense because... I don't know how to explain myself.
Okay.
Just thinking...
Because, like, when they designed the card, Chandra Torch of Defiance, right? They designed it...
If they were to errata it, they would have to effectively... They would have to add new text to specify that you can only deal 1 set of damage.
Right, I understand, but what I'm just saying is, like, they made the... Oh, well... That hand got there.
Oh, Helix.
Yeah, Helix is a good card. Well, we got beat up by the last Burning player, so it feels like some small justice. Okay.
The important thing is you get a turn 1 Goblin Guile on the draw.
No, on the play. I was on the play. Think Veto's definitely better than Safe Rate Quest. Think this is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does my voice appear on stream too?
Yep. Well, I figure otherwise it sounds like I'm talking to the air.
Well, yeah, that's what I was wondering.
So the stream is just picking up my desktop audio. Oh, sorry, it's picking up my desktop audio, but it's also picking up my voice. So the only question is if those things are in balance, which I guess I can check. So if you talk...
Hello.
Yeah, you're slightly lower than me. So let's boost you just a tiny bit. You should be fine now.
Hello.
Yeah. Although one of the things I noticed from listening to Faithless Brewing, and I knew this before, but like, so people have different vocal qualities.
Yeah.
So for example, I have a set of vocal qualities that makes my voice very, very clear and carrying. Sometimes obnoxiously so. It's just like I use my twanger a lot, and that makes your voice carry. It hits the frequencies that human ears are keyed to hear.
Okay.
Whereas one of the hosts, wow, they skipped their combat step. Well.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Whereas Cave Dan, who's one of the hosts of Faithless Brewing, I find if I'm on a run or if I'm somewhere that's like mildly noisy, I have to turn it up because his voice is very mid to low range and it gets buried by background frequencies.
I guess that explains, yeah, because I was having that problem today when I went out for coffee.
Right.
I noticed that, like, it was a trend.
Right.
Every time one of the guys started talking, I needed to turn it up when there were cars around.
Right, exactly, because what it is that he's using, like, so I can modify my voice where I'm using less of my twanger, and now it's really hard to hear my voice. And even if I bring it up, like, a little louder, If I had this evened out with EQ, which is what you use when you're recording, like if you equalize the volume of it, it's still harder to hear me because I'm not using the qualities that your ear is used to picking up on.
Huh.
So it's just one of those things to learn.
Do you think he'll click through this combat stuff?
He did not.
Oh.
But it's okay because the first Goblin Guide trigger drew me a card, and the second one revealed Tolsimir. This game is gonna be brutal because I'm gonna go Helix and then Kaya's Guile and then
Helix.
No, and then Kaya, and oh yeah, there's a second Helix. Yeah, so it's gonna be Helix, Kaya's Guile, Helix, Tolsimir, and I have all the lands I need to do it.
Oh boy, and you have a yeah.
Yeah, I think up until turn 5 with this hand currently, I don't have to take any damage from my mana either.
In fact, you will be gaining life each turn.
Yeah. Well, it depends on how much burn they can pump out.
Are you gonna main phase Helix?
Yeah. Yes. I do not want to get skull cracked.
Yes, exactly.
So thinking about the modern burn list, and I would look it up, but if I'm getting prepared for a tournament, thinking about the modern burn list, the creatures that they play are Swift Spear, Goblin Guide, Eidolon, and that's it, right? Just those 12?
Yeah. And Lavamancer sometimes.
I think that's usually a sideboard card for the grindy matchups, because...
Okay.
Yeah. Goblin Guide gave me another land. Super. Love that little Goblin Guide.
Have the Twitch chat on silent, like the Twitch stream on silent.
Hmm.
So I see you not saying anything, but your mouth is still moving.
Right. Yeah. So this time I'm gonna... Oh, wait. No, I could play Kaya here and exile the Goblin Guide.
Yep.
I think that's correct because they have Skullcrack up. And this thing goes, oh, look, a distraction. If they don't kill it, I gain 2 life next turn with it. I'm at 14, the thing is.
Are you going to exile the guide from the...
No, the one in play.
Oh, okay.
That gains me 2, just like exiling the one in the graveyard, except I can exile the one in the graveyard next turn.
Okay.
Right? Is that... So the reason I'm doing this is because if I hold up Kaya's Guile into their turn, I have to discard.
Yeah.
Whereas this is theoretically more mana efficient. So Boros Charm or Helix. And then even if they have a land and 3 bolts, which is the most damage they could put out this turn, I won't die. So they have the land. Ball Lightning? They had nothing. Got it.
Even Lightning Elemental doesn't do enough.
Nope.
Well, they can't cast it.
Right. But more importantly, it would be sweet.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
Oh, well, they could cast it if they have their colors, I guess. It's double red, 1 black.
Okay. Oh yeah, they could fetch up a black in theory. If they're playing Mardu Burn.
Yeah.
I've seen it. There was what was it? What was his name? No. There was a guy who played. There's a guy who would play all sorts of janky decks, who wasn't Michael. Was it Michael something? Who's the ginger guy at ANC who plays?
Michael Thomas Fulford.
Michael Thomas Fulford. All right. I think in response to this fetch land, I'm going to Kaya's Guile and exile their graveyard. No, I'm going to Helix them.
Helix and make a blocker.
No, Helix.
Oh, I see. Sorry. I thought you were...
I mean, I could Kaya's Guile and make a blocker, but I don't think that's as good. I think that's a waste.
Okay.
I think it's better to Helix them. It is more... it's more mana efficient to play the Kaya's Guile. Let's do that. You're right. Gain 4, make a 1/1. There it is. Yeah, Michael Thomas Fulford was the one I was thinking of. But no, there was a different guy, and
1/1 also could turn on their hand, but plus board, I'm assuming they boarded out their
Searing Blazes? I would think so. They didn't see any creatures last game, unless they were thinking of the Tolsimir. But the thing is, if they Searing Blaze me this turn, that's kind of okay. Like, it's pretty mana inefficient.
Yes, it is.
Puts them down a card. Like, I think I'm so far ahead in this game, it basically doesn't matter. Although I've said that in lost games before, so let's see. Is this Searing Blaze? No, Skullcrack. I nailed that sequencing.
Sick.
Yeah. Kaya's Guile in response to your fetch. Get wrecked. Skewer for full price. Sure.
Did he hit the token?
No, he hit me.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, you right. Oh, that's not what I want.
The sick thing is you still gain life. Wait, is Guide in the yard?
No. I already ate it.
No longer in the yard. Okay.
Yeah. But this 1/1 Spirit's going to start the beatdown. Because I'm going to play Tolsimir on the ground, so... I would like to point out that my burn opponent is down on clock by like 5 minutes. But they also skipped a combat step, so might be new to Moto.
So it's a 10-second delay.
Is it? Approximately?
I think so.
I mean, it'll oscillate, but yeah.
Hence my showing up in chat.
Yeah. Okay, so they are on a... I get to start thinking about the clock. 6, 7, 2-turn clock. Cool. That's not bad. I have a Helix, which doesn't modify it.
No, it does not.
And Kaya also doesn't modify it, because she had to tick down once. But if they remove some of my creatures, she'll matter. She'll kill them on the next turn. Also gain me upwards of 7 life. Okay.
What's it like playing Soul Sisters?
Playing Soul Sisters?
Well, you're just playing life game every frickin' turn.
I don't know. I know online part of their winning strategy is to time people out.
Oh boy.
Sorry, no. Not Soul Sisters. Martyr Proc is the one that does that.
Martyr Proc is different, yeah.
Yeah, Martyr Proc is... Those are different decks. I always think they're the same deck, but they're not.
They're both irritating to play against.
And are mono white and have a bunch of like ridiculous weenie creatures. Yeah. That's a
Martyr
pretty...
Proc is better, though.
Do you?
I think so.
I really don't have any idea.
Oh my god.
Yeah. That was a card to draw. So like worst case scenario, they have a Skullcrack here, and then I response Lightning Bolt them. And then this game is super over. It's deterministically over at that point. Yeah, there's a Skullcrack. Actually, I'm not going to response Helix them because...
Helix a blocker?
No, actually, that was a mistake. Never mind. Oh, also, they made a mistake. That's funny. So the mistake that they made there was that they should have done it after I chose the mode. So now my Knight of Odin is a 4/3.
Yeah.
The mistake that so I should have helixed in response, because the most damage they could do to me is 3.
Wait, why didn't you just gain? Oh, I see. Yeah. Skullcrack.
Yeah. No, that's why they cast the Skullcrack. So actually, I think I could die here if they have Bolt Boros Charm. No, they play Boros Charm. Then I fetch Helix, go down to 4 to do that, and then yeah, they can bolt me. Okay, we got there. So 2-0'd burn. So we're 3-1.
Sick.
And everything has been a clean sweep. I've either 2-0'd or 0-2'd.
Oh man, I'm looking to grabbing stir fry tomorrow.
Oh, where are you gonna get that? At Red Room?
Yep.
Nice. I'm gonna try to eat beforehand so I don't have to buy food.
I guess that's a good plan.
Well, I'm just slightly budget conscious because I'm not actually working right now, and I've got like a couple months of time. So.
That's actually a good point.
Well, I mean, I don't want to be a downer. Like, I'm still gonna buy beer.
Yeah.
I just wouldn't want to also buy food if I can help it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I got to the episode of The Great Henge.
Oh, that's a you kind of episode.
So, I heard Yorvo mentioned, and oh my god.
Are you listening to them in backwards order?
No.
Jesus, you got through that show way faster than I did.
Yeah, I listen to it 2 times speed, and effectively, if I'm not talking, I'm listening to a podcast.
That's true. Mulliganing this hand is bad. You'll see.
Yes, and it's shit.
Replacement hand was much better. I think I bottom Kaya in the blind, or one of the helixes.
Kaya's so good.
Yeah, I guess I bottom. I'm gonna bottom one of the helixes. That if I end up against burn, it's a small punish, but the rest of the cards are good. Like it's not bad.
Punish, because we're playing burn and Kaya's bonkers.
She's not bonkers. She's acceptable.
She did so much last game.
Yeah, last game, but I don't think that's a normal case for her. I mean, I'll keep her in against burn, but like I don't. She's fine. She's much better on the play. I will say that. They also mulliganed. See, you've played Knifey Spoony before.
Knifey Spoony.
All right. So you've played Knifey Spoony before. Okay, so the sequencing here is turn 1 Windswept Heath, right? And that gets... No. So I want to be able to cast the Helix on 2, so that means I 100% have to play Windswept Heath on 1. The problem is, if I fetch something that isn't blue or white, then... No, hold on.
Did you just get a Temple Garden?
Yeah, that's what I was figuring out. So if I get Temple Garden, that means I have white, red,
turn 2.
And then I have green. Yeah, cool. Thank you.
Wait, yeah.
Yeah.
Blue from the pillar.
Yep. Yeah, that gives me white for the Helix, white for the Kaya, and blue, green for the Oko. And then, yeah, the other ones fill in the rest. Oh, I'm about to get Thoughtseize. Well, it's actually a really good hand to keep against the Thoughtseize. Well, we'll see. Oh, looks like Death Shadow. Oh, it's a good hand against Death Shadow. Oh, nope. It's Sultai Dredgevine. Okay. So...
Kaya's time to shine.
It will be if I can get that far.
Hey, the Helix will get you there.
Hopefully. So I can play Pillar and we plan on helixing, but if they go off this turn, I'm in trouble. Well, no, I can Helix Avengevine.
You can Helix, yeah.
Helix Avengevine and exile it next turn. Okay, Stitchers. No. Potterissimo doesn't seem like a familiar name. Potterissimo? Is he like what is it? Fortissimo?
Oh, Fortissimo.
We're talking real music terms here. That's the funny part.
No, yeah.
It's fucking ridiculous. Okay, so Temple Garden tapped. And then I'm exiling Haunted Dead and Vengevine. So I can go Misty, get any type of land, so I'll get an island. Yeah, that's fine.
Wow, Vraska too.
Yeah. I like this deck. I love playing Super Friends. The best part is we haven't drawn either of the Planeswalkers that we have 3 of, so this deck plays at least 9.
Yeah, wow.
I love Super Friends. Yes, the Super Friends.
Sounds sweet in theory, but it's just not my sort of control.
It is absolutely my kind of control. I mean, most types of control are my kind of control, but like I'll play Drago, but Drago is bad in like every format.
Yeah, I know.
Except for limited.
Limited, yeah, I like limited. Limited is best format.
I like Cube.
I consider Cube limited.
No, but I'm saying specifically Cube. Like most.
Cube is definitely the best literal like.
Well, Modern Horizons is pretty great.
Not as good as Cube.
Wow, they scooped.
Oh wow.
Well, they were land screwed. But, like, getting game 1 against these kind of decks is so savage. Because it's like, okay, but game 2, I'm going to have Rest in Peace. Like, bro. Gal. What are you doing over there? Okay. All those. So, yeah. So, 7 cards come in. I think Vraska goes out. Unmoored Ego definitely goes... Well, Unmoored Ego and Vengevine seems okay. As long as they're not in play already.
I don't know if Unmoored Ego for Vengevine is a place you want to be.
It slows them down a lot. Like a lot.
Okay.
Wrenn and Six is definitely coming out with Rest in Peace going in. I think Unmoored Ego is better than a lot of the stuff. I don't think the extra Helix is necessarily necessary.
Okay.
Well, you know what? It's better than Abrupt Decay. Abrupt Decay doesn't kill Vengevine. And then I need one more out. Is it one of the Nivs? Do we trim a Niv here? I'm pretty sure we do.
I think trim one Niv.
Yeah. Dreadbore is also pretty medium, but I think it's better than an extra Niv. I wish there was a way to mark which Niv I was keeping in for the Dreadbore so I could see if it punished. Because Dreadbore is pretty bad here. Oh, Safe Right Quest. That can definitely go out here. We're not grinding. Thank you, Safe Right Quest. You're just doing great work here. I should have remembered because I was taking out the Kolaghan's command, and normally you take out Kolaghan's command and drown the Loch for the 2 Rest in Peace. So the Safe Right Quest Sheltered Thicket thing never came up, but Safe Right Quest itself was useful in one game where I think Drown the Loch wouldn't have been. Do I keep a very slow, hateless hand? Did they mulligan? They did not. I think a mulligan. It's Astrolabe Trophy in 5 lands.
This looks like a bad hand.
Yeah, I'm shipping it. Now we got Astrolabe and 5 lands. 6 lands.
Oh boy.
Mulligan again.
Yep.
Snow-covered plains, Astrolabe, 5 spells. Well, we're keeping this one.
What spells are they?
None of them that are super...
This is a really bad hand too.
I know it is, but it's a 5. I'm not going to 4. No. I mean, I know it's a 7 that you get to mull down to a 4. I guess I maybe should have. Well, we'll see.
I would, since you have such powerful hate cards.
I guess.
Like,
Turn 1, Secret Keeper flips a Narcomoeba. Cool story. Okay, so turn 1 Astrolabe. Let's just rip the rest in peace here. Oh, well, we got maybe turn 3 Ashiok. I've got a Lightning Helix. So we're mildly in business. Secret Keeper is so good in the Vengevine deck. I did not realize.
I like Secret Keeper.
Yeah.
What's the adventure part called?
Venture Deeper.
Oh, Venture Deeper. Oh.
The way it shows up in your Moto collection is kind of hilarious. So they're taking forever on their game action, so I'm attempting to show you. Although it's kind of...
Goldilocks card will obviously play in a Cascade deck.
Flaxen Intruder?
Yep.
No.
Pity.
Yeah, so if you... Oh, it's not doing it anymore. Before it would have, in my collection, it would have the spell part of the adventure creature, like as its own card, and then next to it would be the adventure creature.
Weird.
Yeah. Well, when you put them on the stack, they appear that way. So I think there was a bug where it was like, because I'm pretty sure the way Moto is programmed, that when you play the spell half, it fetches like that different image, and then it was just also displaying that in the collection as if it was a different card.
Yeah.
All right. So they made a decision. They're gonna glimpse themselves. Yeah. All right. So if there's a Narcomoeba and what is it called? Prized Amalgams. There's a Narcomoeba but no prized Amalgams. So that was about as good as it could get. So I'm gonna hold the Helix up in case they manage to pull the Vengevine out, and then we Helix the Vengevine, and then we exile their graveyard. And hopefully that gets us there. Also, I need to draw land at some point.
Yep.
Oh, well, drew a land.
Do they ever play Electrolyze in this deck?
Electrolyze. In Niv?
Yeah.
I've never seen it, but it's possible. The deck does have 0 Izzet cards in the main deck.
Yeah.
And 0 in the sideboard, I believe. I think the trick with Izzet is that Izzet is a very awkward pair of mana to produce.
Yeah. I suppose.
So they played a
Not
second...
green, white, or blue.
They played a second Venture Deeper. You still have only one Vengevine? That can't possibly be correct.
I only see 2 green, 1 double green pip.
Yep. They still have only one Vengevine. I cannot believe the miracle this game has been. I mean, I guess Moto really wants me to hit this second 4-1 in a row in 2 days. It's like 2 4-1s and then maybe 2 5-0s.
So yesterday you went 4-1 and then 5-0, right?
Yeah. It was a really goddamn good day. Well, I'm definitely feeling pretty prepared for Sunday. The only thing I have to do is play this deck in paper on Friday night to make sure that I don't just totally like whiff in paper.
Oh yeah, when do you want me to show up?
So I'm going in for like 2 tomorrow. And that's sorry. So I'm gonna catch the train at like 2:30. I gotta go to Chris's and drop my shit off, and then, I mean, I can pretty immediately go to ANC afterwards if I want. I think I want to go to the Eaton Center first though, and then I can go because I have to return a belt to American Eagle and swap it for a smaller one. So, that is the only thing that has to happen beforehand. So I want to say I could be there by 4:30 or 5. Maybe it's a little ambitious.
Okay. How long does the train take to get from Oakville to Chris's place?
Well, the train goes to Mimico. Sorry, the train goes to Mimico, and then I have to TCC up to Chris's place. So, the train from, like, once I get the train from Oakville, it's like 15 minutes to come into Toronto, and then the bus and then the subway takes something like I don't know, 20-30 minutes.
Okay, it's like 45 minutes.
Yeah, once I'm rolling. And then my Ashiok, Milled, Gravecaller, and Kermag Angler. Oh, so they have Anglers in their deck. So they now cannot cast that if that's in their hand. So Ashiok did good work, and if I rip a land here, I get to Verdict them. It has to be white or blue. They are attacking my Ashiok. Rip the land. Sorry, I'm not holding you suspense much this match.
Nope, you're just gonna verdict them into the next.
Yeah.
Stone Age.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna get my 4-1. Get that burrito money. This is the this could be the last game because I won game 1.
Oh, I see.
So that, and again, that's another one of the strengths of this deck is it plays a bunch of main deck hate. So in Modern, that can win you matches. If you get the game 1 off of some of these decks where they're expecting to like have no resistance in game 1.
Yeah.
Not no resistance, but like they've got a very skewed. Yeah, they've got a very skewed game 1 win percentage. All the unfair graveyard decks. Oh, we had another Vengevine with the Ashiok.
Excellent.
And yeah, so prized amalgam gone, 2 prized amalgams are gone, so 2 prized amalgams and 2 Vengevines are gone. Hard casting Arcum, you got it. I top deck a Niv that I can't cast yet, so I'm gonna Teferi bounce their Nicomoeba. I think that's the right play. Yeah, it is.
They're just gonna. Oh, well, I guess it saves Ashiok.
It saves Ashiok. It gives me the same number of card draws, but it taxes their mana more. If I draw land, I Niv, or I Oko their... Wait, no. I Oko and...
You don't put an Astrolabe?
No, I make a food, because I still need that Astrolabe. My mana's not that good right now. Like, I needed it to cast the Verdict.
Would it be worth? Oh no, that doesn't work. Never mind.
Well, what was the line?
Oh no, there was no line. I just forgot that Teferi minus already.
Yeah.
I was considering bouncing an Astrolabe and then playing that in Oko, but you can't do that.
No. So the original pitch for this turn was going to be Teferi bounce my Astrolabe, but then they played the Narcomoeba. They just marsh flatzed and couldn't find a land.
Okay. You milled so much.
Oh, they got a glimpse. They could trigger a bunch of stuff into play. They got Narcomoeba triggers. Oh my god, it triggered nothing. Okay, I'm going to burn Ashiok on this last 10 cards.
Jeez, you might actually deck it.
They're on 10 cards. Yeah, they would have. They likely would have decked before they kill me. And that's the 4-1. This is bugged. 129 new items in my account. Oh, right. It counts the play points as individual. That's so funny. So I got 10 items.
Yeah.
So, man, the last couple of days have been just a haul. I got 23 treasure chests, so that's like 50 tickets. Well, it's 46 plus some change. And then
Some shit you put on your CP.
240 play points. Oh, I've got a Royal Silence avatar. I want to use that. I don't know how I use that, but
Gotta start playing Vanguard.
what? No. You can switch your avatar. So it's Birds of Paradise right now, but yeah. Okay.
Oh, I thought it was for the Vanguard format.
No. I mean, it is, but it doesn't have any rules text. Birds does have rules text. Birds is pretty good. Birds is actually very appropriate for the deck I'm playing.
Stream chat is covering it.
Oh, it says lands you control tap for one of any color, and your life total is reduced by 3.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was a game. Do we want to buy a Kess and then go do that? I think I do.
It's up to you. It's your deck.
I do.
Okay.
Well, the Safe Right Quest thing was worth trying out. I have no conclusions on it. It was mostly irrelevant. I'm glad it was an option, I guess. Like I was cognizant of it.
You just played against a bunch of turn 3 decks.
Yeah. It could have been useful in the first match, but it wasn't. The blue-red, as foretold. Like, if I had set up a Wrenn and Six early and then just gotten to use that engine while keeping my mana up.
I suppose.
So, hold on. We gotta go buy a Kess. Single copy of Kess Dissident Mage.
Is it cheap now?
Oh, she's less than a ticket.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's just did not find a home in Modern. Foil ones are like 4 or 5 tickets, but it's just like paper.
Yeah, I had a foil cast that I traded or sold. Can't remember.
Was it one of the Commander ones though?
No.
Okay, because I also opened a foil cast from my German box of Horizons.
Oh my god, we have so much in common.
Yeah. Creepy.
I think that's the only time Josh ever called me a jerk.
What? When you rare drafted it?
No. When I said, oh, we have so much in common. He's like, I'm at 10, you're at 10 too.
I don't know, that's pretty great. Jesus. I gotta reboot Moto before we continue.
Okay.
It's definitely choking. I should have typed in the whole thing.
There was a bot up there called Cheap Cards Bot. Take 100 cards for 1 tick.
Yeah, MTGO cards go as low in price as like 0.00001 tickets, so that's not necessarily a good deal.
Yeah.
But it seems like it is. And isn't that the greatest gift of all?
Just that shit.
Yeah. I gave you the gift of envy.
Remember that from Simpsons? Can't remember which episode.
Yeah. No, it's the one where Bart and Lisa are staying at the Flanders. They start watching the show with the sheep. It's like, my brother Jeremiah has a sin to confess, but I don't have one at all. Oh, don't you see? You have a sin. The sin of envy. They're like, wow. Oh, and then Rod or Todd says, well, that's fine for sheep, but what are we to do? Alright, let's get the Modern Horizons guess. Cool. Alright. She is worth 0.27 tickets.
Holy smokes. Why
Yeah.
is she so expensive?
Holy crap. She's almost a quarter. Peter, that's more than a quarter. Alright, got my one copy of Kess.
Can you imagine if Family Guy did educational shows?
No.
Counting up to 10, brought to you by Peter Griffin.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Somewhere between 5 and 6, he just falls down and grabs his knee.
Yeah. Also, taking out the Drown and the Loch for Kess makes sense because Drown and Kess they're not friends.
Wait, why?
Oh, wait, it is removal. Yeah. Alright, let's take a...
Just, like, I can get behind taking out Drown and Loch forecast. I just don't see how they...
No, because I was thinking it's counter magic, but it's also Terminate.
Yeah.
Yeah, forgot about the fact that it's also Terminate.
Also, it could become relevant that you just want to protect something of yours on your turn.
That's why I'm thinking like a trophy would be alright to take out, because there's 2 and the Abrupt Decay.
I don't know, trophy's really good.
I know it is. I'm just trying to find something else to take out for her.
It's sweet. You don't have to target with this. Awesome.
Yeah, you can actually cast adventure cards out of your graveyard with it.
Yeah, it makes sense.
It mostly doesn't, but I'm surprised it does to you, but I'm happy.
Oh, it makes sense. It just says you can cast something. It doesn't say you need to target shit.
Well, yeah, but most people don't understand the rules that well.
But most people are not me.
That is a fact.
That is a fact.
I'm glad every day, yes. If most people were you, this would be a very tiring world.
I'd be very disturbed.
I just feel like it'd be exhausting.
Yeah, it would be tiring.
For me,
I would
like,
trust no one.
everywhere I go, I'd always be wrong and not smart enough.
Oh, wow. Giving me too much credit.
Hey, too much credit where too much credit is due.
But, never mind. You ever find it funny that Questing Beast has 3 keywords, 1 for each head?
No. Find it well designed and appropriate.
Huh.
It also has 3 non-keyword abilities, 1 for each head.
Yeah.
So it has 6 abilities. It is...
It's a polymorph.
Yeah. It's, what was someone... There was a joke that someone said about Eldraine, and they were just like, you know, I don't know if the cards in this set are good, but they sure have a lot of text on them.
They're very good.
No, I mean, it turned out that they are excellent. They're ridiculously good. This set is so powerful.
I think Questing Beast was the obvious good card, though.
Well, I mean, yeah, Questing Beast is pushed to all hell. So I already have 6 qualifier points. Man, yeah.
How many do you need to play in one?
I think it's 40
Wow.
to play in one of the, like, PTQs or whatever they are.
What happened to your ugly championship qualifier points?
I think they expired.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, well, we were at the end of that season. Like, they the expiration date wasn't based on when you acquired them. It was based on when they were going to be defunct.
That's weird.
Okay, I think I'm keeping this hand. It's turn 2 Wrenn and Six, turn 3 Vraska. Yeah. So I go turn 1 Forest Call Red on Sprawl, turn 2 tapped Overgrown Tomb, play Wrenn and Six. They are on the play, but they mulliganed. So bring it on, Kill a Germ. Oh, they mulled to 5. Alright. Maybe they're playing some unfair nonsense like Tron. And we're just going to get stomped.
Neoform.
Allosaurus Rider. No, you gotta go, what is it? Turn 1, or turn 0, reveal Chancellor of the Tangle.
No, you gotta play your Allosaurus Rider. Oh no, it's one of those awkward 1+X cards. Never mind. I thought it would automatically die, but
no, it's a star +1, star +1, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I thought it was star.
No, it's a good goif. No, good goifs are star +1s. Fuck you.
The asymmetry, they're blighted goifs.
Yeah, they are. They're hilarious. They just bump into each other.
They're just trash monsters.
But they just bump into each other blindly. Like it's funny.
No. What's your favorite goif?
Tarmogoyf.
Really?
Yeah, sorry.
It's so boring.
So
I can count 8 goifs.
So they got that turn 2 Stoneforge, which means Wrenn and Six is a lot less attractive. I think I'm gonna play Vista, fetch a basic Plains, and Helix that.
Fair.
Because they just got Batterskull, right? Yeah. I can't, with this hand, I can't let them get the Batterskull this turn.
I'm really worried about GTEC.
Well, they fetched Batterskull, so we don't need to worry about that for now. I mean, they could just hardcast the GT next turn, but then I can play Vraska and blow it up.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
If there are any viewers...
Well, I'll put the video on YouTube, so... Oh, that's not obnoxious at all. I'm just going to play Wrenn and Six and kill it. And still get to pick up my fetch land. Wow, this is really unfortunate for them.
Dahlia.
Sorry, honey. I think
most of my games, the games Josh are like. Wrenn and Six eating my creatures.
Wait, what? Okay, good. He's just getting the F6, or they're just getting the F6 equity. I can Niv this turn?
Oh boy. It must be done.
I mean, yeah. Wait, can I? Yes, I have to pick up my fetch.
Are you gonna do it into open mana?
So they're probably playing Force of Negation, right?
Yep.
On Blue-White Stoneblade. So I think I jammed the Vraska into it first.
Okay. I agree with this plan.
Yeah, I was actually thinking of that before, but I was like, it can't be right to play, like, to not play the Niv, but yeah, it's definitely Spell Queller. Alright. I'm gonna get that back next turn, so...
Let's hope there's no Teferi.
I'll still get it back next turn. No, I won't.
No, you won't.
But I'll kill the Teferi. Teferi shuts down Bring to Light. By the way, it's savage. Exactly. I think they don't have the next land drop, though. So this turn is going to be unbelievably savage, because it's Abrupt Decay, get my Vraska, kill your Stoneforge.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
And you get to draw a land off Wrenn.
Yes, I do, yeah.
You're worried about Spell Snare?
I'm not.
Okay, good.
This spell is uncounterable.
Oh, yeah.
I could be worried about Spell Pierce on my Vraska. No, on the Vraska after I crack it out, but I'm not. Alright, Blue-White Stoneforge, go back to Legacy. You don't belong here. Path to Exile. Yeah, you can ramp. They want to get their Batter Skull in, which is understandable. Cast.
When I started Magic, I thought sacrificing was OP because I thought you could just take O permanent off the board.
What, and just sack it anytime you wanted?
Well, no. Well, first of all, I thought that. Second of all, I thought you could sack your opponent's shit.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, holy crap, sacrifice is insane.
It's not bad, but it's not that good.
Well, the card that I saw it first on was Lotus Veil.
Mm. 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 Not 100% sure about bringing in Veil of Summer, but everything else is coming in.
What about Veto?
So Veto only counters non-creature spells, and a lot of their things are creatures. So Dispute is pretty much just better in this matchup.
Okay.
Because they're also a pretty low mana deck.
Do they rely heavily on their yard?
I don't think they rely on it at all. They usually don't play any number of Snapcaster Mage.
Is there any merit to bringing in Ashiok?
I don't think so.
Okay.
It's so the other thing too is Stoneforge has 2 targets. That's it. Maybe 3, and then it's out of gas. And I can just 2-for-1 them down. They have Thalia, so I'll leave in Wrenn and Six. Dreadbore seems pretty bad. Kaya is bad. Kaya's Guile is not great. Need one more cut. Maybe I just don't need the second Verdict.
Is Tolsimir any good?
I think so.
Well, I guess Tolsimir is good against...
Fight Spell Quellers. Yeah.
What about Helix?
Helix is pretty medium, I guess. Yeah. So we're bringing in Veil of Summer for the chance to completely blow them out, but if it ends up being party medium, well, we'll see. Because it does not work against Spell Queller, but I think what I'm doing is gambling that they're going to bring in counters. Because counters, generally speaking, are excellent against Niv-Mizzet.
Yeah.
Like, this deck folds to counter magic pretty hard, unless it's like... Well, no, Spell Queller is good, but it's like if you like Spell Pierce and Mana Leak are pretty powerful against my deck because I usually don't get that much mana that I can just ignore that. This is a very good hand. Not perfect, but pretty fucking good. They started with 7, I start with 7. Super. Pretty flipping good. That's a card. Draw. I mean...
Oh boy.
Oh boy, here I go milling again. Wow. Didn't see that coming.
Is this a new match?
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah. So...
I'm guessing it's Esper, something?
No, this is the same match.
Just straight blue-white?
It's blue-white Eldrazi Blade.
Maybe it's Bantrazi. And we just didn't see any green.
Bant
more common.
Eldrazi Blade. Got it.
Well, I'm guessing it's more of a Eldrazi deck that just has Unmoored Ego in it.
Well, I screwed up my land drop, so I have to play Astrolabe. I don't have any other play here. Jeez. Alright, this is,
Veil is not good.
No, it's not. Helix would have been much better here.
Yeah.
So
They've got a spell queller.
Probably.
I would not play Teferi.
No. I'm gonna end up turn Abrupt Decay them.
Yep. Well, what are you Abrupt Decay?
You're right.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah, no. They caught it. I don't know. Do I play anything at all, or do I just sit tight? Just keep getting beaten down.
I think you need to bait. I don't know.
Yeah, but they could just use Eldrazi Displacer.
Yeah.
So the best thing I can do right now, in theory, is Abrupt Decay on Giver.
But then
They slide it. No, they can't
give
protect it.
Give it protection.
They can't. It can't target itself.
No, they're gonna protect the Displacer.
I
what are you
Abrupt
trying
Decay the Giver,
Okay.
because then they have to spend mana to do that,
Yeah, and then you resolve your Teferi.
and then it resolve a Teferi and bounce the Displacer,
Okay.
and they can attack my Teferi after that, but like that gains me a lot of tempo. I think this is the play. Because I have a lot of cards in hand, I have to start spending them. And if we can get to the late game and delay them, then I'm gonna win. Like pretty much. If I get to 5 mana, I just start slamming things that they have to counter, and I don't think they have that much counter magic.
Problem is they still. Yeah. I think this is still the best course of action.
Also, if they try to counter here, I have Veil, and they can't spell Queller.
Yep.
So, yes, this works. I'm not countering your spell. I'm just making mine uncounterable. Sorry, bro. Or Brosephine. Get out of here. Oh, and then I drew the Verdict. Alright, we got there. So, Veil was savage. Never mind. Veil, good card. Depending on how they tap, they might be able to Queller my Supreme Verdict. So, in the case that that's what they're holding up, I'm just going to Niv. So, they might be right to Niv anyway. Because their clock is not that... Oh, they shocked. Okay, 10 out of 10. You were 100% correct. They are holding on to a spell Queller.
Yeah.
So that means I'm casting Niv here. And since I'm playing this version of this deck, there's a second snow-covered forest instead of a sheltered thicket. So that I would have had to shock that if I was playing the other version. So that's worth noting. If I was playing the Safe Right Quest version, I would be down 2 life right now.
Would you?
Yes. Disdainful Stroke. Well, that's a spell. I have another Niv for next turn, so it's actually okay.
It's not ideal, but sure.
Well, the thing is, if they still... Oh, please don't let's be... Wait, no, I can bring to light for a Niv. Never mind, we're still good. Still good.
Well, the problem with... Yeah, never mind.
No, so let's assume the last card in their hand is Spell Queller. The answer to this board state is play Niv.
Yeah.
And I can't play Niv because they just exiled him. What I can do is bring to light for Niv.
Yeah. Thankfully, you play 3.
Mm-hmm. Though this was almost the game where it was like, could be playing 4.
Yeah.
So the punish here is if they have like a Stroke or a Pact, but they don't. Yeah. Oh, I could Tolsimir. No, that's no good.
Tolsimir doesn't do enough.
No, it doesn't. Hello. Trigger. Good. So I could take 9 next turn. Yeah. Crap. No, they can just kill me. Fuck. Well, I had no out. Yeah. If the last card in their hand was the Spellcaller, I had no out. God damn it, I forget how good Eldrazi Displacer is. Alright, Helix is coming back in. Wrenn and Six killed Thalia in game 1, but
I guess it is dead against everything else.
yeah.
Dreadbore actually looks better.
You sure?
Well,
yeah, they do have Eldrazi.
They have a lot of big idiots. That
yeah, their deck doesn't look at all like I thought it did. Like Knight of Autumn's gonna come out too, I think. Alright, I think we're good now. Maybe Kaya's Guile is better than Wrenn and Six. Yeah, because this doesn't target, so I can make them sack. Through anything. Cutting the trophy has to be always wrong, right?
Trophy hits too many of their targets. It's literally all.
I think the last Wrenn and Six comes out then. Oh, maybe Teferi. He wasn't great. And he's on 3. I don't even know if the Mystical Disputes are any good. They were rough there. I mean, I didn't draw any, but it's really good against Spellcaller, though. I'll keep it.
Yeah, exactly.
Oof. My 7 was pathetic.
Yeah, this is miserable.
Yeah, but I'm gonna keep the very mediocre 6 I picked up.
What are you bottoming?
Guess. I don't need her in this end. Yeah.
That moment when you bring to life for Kess is gonna be sweet.
Mm-hmm. No turn 1 play. Good. Snow covered forest. Not so good. Well, we are going to turn 3. We're going for turn 3 Teferi. Hopefully we get a way to have a black source. Snowforge. Snowforge. Sort of Feast and Famine. Okay, so they're... Okay. Don't Force of Negation me, bro. Drum Mountain. My deck is fucking with me. Oh, they have 6, so...
How do you know if they have 6?
Because when I use my ability, it snap resolved.
Oh, I see.
Like they didn't click confirm. It just pushed through. So that means they definitely were like, okay, I've got nothing to do here. They got a Thought Knot. That is bad.
Yeah, Thought Knot with Sword of Feast and Famine is gonna hurt.
Mm-hmm. Well, they don't have 5 mana next turn at least. Not 5 mana with which they can do that thing.
Yeah.
They took Bring to Light. I drew Vraska. Okay, I'm gonna play Vraska and sack the Teferi. I think that is. I can't play her. I don't have black mana.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Welp. This is a game that's happening.
This is not good.
Yeah. Well, hit the bad side of variance from time to time. God, if I had the black, it would be so good here. Oh well.
Do you think it was worth just getting the black source instead of the blue? And just not casting it?
I don't know. Like, it's not... When they played the Stoneforge, like, I could have fetched black and then Kaya's Guiled it, but that's not good. Yeah, it's not bad, but it's not good. And then that means I have a Teferi stranded in my hand. I drew the Vraska the next turn, right? The thing was, Teferi draws me a card, so he gets me, in theory, closer to the next thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So... Oh, they could have Spell Queller here. God damn it. Their deck is very good. I mean, I don't know about very good, but it's better than the Death and Taxes deck we played against earlier. Are you gonna Queller my Utopia Sprawl? If you do, you are a monster. They did.
Oh boy.
Well, it was gonna give me black mana. I think they realized it.
I don't know. I think they just wanted to get the Queller onto the board so they could start cracking in with something.
Yeah. Well, I have a Plains in my hand, so if they don't have a second Spell Queller, I can theoretically draw Verdict and Verdict them. Here comes Sword of Feast and Famine, though. Oh, they might have realized that because I don't have black, if they play an equipped sword, then there's a good chance I have removal that wouldn't work anymore. Okay, so they're going to hit me with this. I'm going to discard Kaya's Guile, and I'm mostly going to be dead, because they're untapping all their mana here, too.
Yeah.
So, if I draw Verdict, it's theoretically possible to climb back into this game, but I doubt. I doubt very much that I'm going to be able to. What are they playing? Another Thought Knot? That doesn't really change anything. Then they exile my Vraska, and then I can still top deck the Verdict. They have a Teferi. Okay. That doesn't change my Verdict plan. Mystical Dispute. When they now have Teferi. Well, I'm getting out of this game. There's... Well, I'm not technically dead. Take a draw step.
Aren't you dead on board?
No. 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm at 11.
What is that thing pumps things, doesn't it?
Hmm? Oh, Shevet Dunes?
Yeah.
Yes, that is technically correct. Also, that's a Reality Smasher.
Oh, I think that kills you.
Yeah, it very much does. Ooh, that was the first match, and we lost. Oof. Well, got a game off of them.
Got a game off Killa Germ.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, it was one they were mana screwed, but then I guess we got mana screwed in some of the other ones, so. Doing A-okay.
So are you going to regularly stream on Thursdays?
I think I'm probably going to regularly stream on like Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
Oh, okay.
I think that'll be the plan, is to make it like a multiple weeknight thing. So basically, like all the time I was playing with you for the last 2 days, but I'll also be streaming it if I can.
Yeah.
Because like one, recording it is good because then you get to go back and watch it.
Can't you still watch your games?
Ooh, I mean, you can, but it's not as nice as like watching the actual live thing with your thought process.
Okay.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. It's okay. I'm keeping the hell out of this hand.
Are you calling blue?
Fetching green, calling blue, yeah. Which means I can't ego on 2.
I don't think you want to ego on 2.
Depends on the matchup. It looks like something more fair. Ooh. Wait, if I call blue, I can still cast Teferi next turn. Cool. Perfect. Okay. Okay, this is going to be Shadow. Stubbed me. Okay. They stubbed me. Okay.
Shadow looks like a fun deck to play.
It is. It's a very good deck.
Especially the Mardu variety.
Yeah, Mardu's good. 4 colors good. That's a Tarmogoyf.
More like Tarmogoyf.
So I ripped a pillar of the Paruns, so we're gonna be A-okay. Hopefully.
Isn't it bonkers that they can now get Delirium on turn 1?
Couldn't they before?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Fetch, Bauble, Street Wraith. Yeah, you still have a mana.
I suppose, yeah. You can do that with a sorcery, I guess. Or an instant, yeah.
Okay. So if I Oko, it dies. I think I Teferi bounce the Tarmogoyf. That's the best tempo play I can make.
Yeah, but then your Teferi dies.
Yeah, but it's not... I don't think it's that big of a deal in this matchup.
Okay.
Because that gets me closer to the Spring to Light. Right? And that's going to be... Like, I need to stay alive for a while.
Yeah.
I think that's the top priority, right?
Yeah.
I want to get a little bit better at playing this deck more quickly. Like, I still want to talk through the lines and make sure I'm not making, like, ridiculous decisions, but, like, if I see something that I just think is more right than the rest of the hand, it's just like, I don't know, just go for it. Because the thing is, this is setting them up to play into my Wrath without it. Like, I'm not in danger of dying particularly soon. Well, actually, they could put lethal on the board right now. Okay, I think they have a Shadow in hand that they didn't play. Abrupt Decay was a very good draw. Because I have Ring to Light mana. So I think I play Windswept Heath and just hold.
That looks reasonable.
Yeah, because we're going to Abrupt Decay the Tarmogoyf when it attacks. And then, depending on what they play...
What's your answer for Oko?
I don't have one or need one yet. That's not... I don't think that's a priority.
Can you afford to Abrupt Decay the Oko and then just bring to light for a verdict?
Can I? I mean, that's... Yeah, that's the... I mean, I guess that's the optimal play. As long as I don't die in the meantime. I'm going to let this Once Upon a Time... I'm going to let this Once Upon a Time resolve. We got Verdant Catacombs. Alright. Yeah, well, let's see what happens on this turn. So they make a food. One of the cards in their hand is Verdant Catacombs. So this puts me down to 7. So Shadow is going to be pretty bad. Yeah, if I kill the Oko now and then I wrath them next turn, then they're on nothing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I'm not going to kill the Oko now. I'm just going to take the damage. I'm going to kill it at end of turn. Cycle Street Wraith. Alright, I think there's a Death Shadow coming. Cycle Street Wraith. Good lord. Does not shock the Blood Crypt.
Oh my god.
Hmm?
No, I just saw the third Sweet Wraith.
Mm-hmm. I just feel like my Bring to Light is going to get stubbed and I'm going to lose the game, but I think this is the play to win line. So what am I getting here? I'm getting blue or black. Black is better. Is it? No, blue is better, because if I need to cast Verdict, well, I've got an Astrolabe. I'm going to get blue anyway. Alright, don't stub me, bro. You already stubbed me once this game. Okay, stub and I'm dead. Clench. Resolves. Mm-hmm.
What the heck? They don't have creatures in their hand? What else do they have?
No, I think they have creatures in the hand. I think they didn't overextend. I think they're about to play a creature.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess Okos will take care of that.
Well, he's going to elk it. Oh, there's a Traverse. Oko's going to elk it, but that doesn't... Two Death Shadows. Gosh. Yeah, see, they were ready for it. Bring the Light.
Okay, sweet.
So Kaya's Guile puts them on a single Death Shadow, and I go to 10.
Do you have a second Verdict?
No, not in the main deck.
Okay.
So let's go look at my main deck. And just make sure we're not missing an obvious thing to get. So I think it's Kaya's Guile, right?
Don't you die to be able to Death Shadow?
No, I'm gonna gain 4.
I guess. You don't have time for actual Kaya, so yeah.
I don't have time for Kaya. I don't have time for Kess. Otherwise, Kess would be excellent here because I just flashback Abrupt Decay and then be able to block. If I had 1 more mana.
Does making 2 blockers mean anything?
So they played a red source, so they might have TBR. So I'm basically dead no matter what I do, but I need to make myself not dead to anything but Temur Battle Rage.
Okay.
I think this is the way to do that. Alright, let's go. Alright, resolves. Each opponent sacrifices a creature. I could make a 1/1 blocker, but no, then if they have removal. Yeah. No, the line is make them sack a creature, gain 4 life. And then if they have TBR, I die. If they don't, I can...
Well, they also have the fetch, like if they fetch shock, it turns into a 10/10 and it kills you.
Oh, they fetch shock and it turns into a 10/10 and kills me. I still don't think there was any other out in my deck, right? There wasn't, right?
Well, what I was
Oh,
thinking
make
is
2 blockers, gain 3 life.
No, what I'm saying is...
Oh, the 1/1 blocks more damage that way. Yeah, you're right. Well, but then it's... Oh, yeah. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what you're saying is if they have a fetch in hand, they have lethal on board.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's very likely. Well, no, it's not. They had a lot of lands at play.
play, I think.
19? 17? It's a very low number. It's between 17 and 19, I think.
Did you make your own logo?
I did.
Looks nice.
Thank you.
Looks like a sombrero with a ribbon tied onto it.
Thank you.
Yeah, sombreros are nice.
I was expecting you to fire back with, "Oh, that wasn't a compliment."
Oh no. That's just mean. And not true.
Do I want helixes here? They're not very good, right? I think I want some number, but I don't think I want 4.
Helix is good if you're trying to get them.
Yeah, that's true. It does close that game. I think Unmoored Ego is probably bad. I think taking away their graveyard is maybe okay because they have Traverse and Tarmogoyf and Anglers. Yeah, Rest in Peace should come in, actually. Kolaghan's command was really bad in that game. Yeah. Which means Kess goes out with Rest in Peace. Cool. I think this is good. Do you see anything that's glaring?
Is Mystical Dispute worth anything? Or Dovin's Veto?
Veto, I would say no. Dispute is...
What about Ashiok?
Ashiok's slower than Rest in Peace and not consistent.
Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't make any other changes.
Yeah, I think Dispute is like 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Like it's fine, but I don't think it's any better than the cards that are in the deck. Okay, I'm not keeping a hand where everything's 3 cost.
Yeah, this is a bad hand.
I mean, but is it worse than a 6 against a Thoughtseize deck?
Yes.
I don't think that it is, actually.
You do literal nothing for 3 turns.
But if they Thoughtseize me on turn 1, they're doing nothing on that turn.
They're way faster than you.
Right, but if they Goyf on 2, I'm keeping this.
Okay.
I know that it's like... I know the downside of it, but I'm going to keep this against the Thoughtseize deck. Because the thing is, I basically have insurance against Thoughtseize and Inquisition here. Because what they're going to take are these. But if they're casting multiple discard spells over the course of this game, then they're going slow enough that they bobbled themselves. Cool. So they have to be a Thoughtseize deck, right?
They're definitely playing Thoughtseize.
I didn't see any in game 1, you know what I mean? Like, and there's so many, I'm just saying there's so many grindy elements in their deck, it was like, it's just surprising.
They drew the Stubborn Denial half of their interaction.
It's true. Are they on? Ooh. Okay. That was weird. Alright, I guess I'm just jamming Oko here into their sub, right?
Or you could wait and Kaya's Guile the first creature.
I guess.
And if they don't do anything, it's fine, because your linking is way better.
Yeah, that's true. The land go situation definitely favors me. So if they crack another fetch, I'm almost tempted to exile their yard to turn off their Anglers, but because they could play an Angler here. But then I guess I just go make you sack, gain 4.
Yeah. Exactly.
Goif's fine. Goif's actually kind of hilarious.
Kaya's guy was weirdly good against these guys.
Yeah, right? That's why I almost took him out, but I dragged them back in. Okay. So I definitely want a black. I can't get a untapped black without taking damage. Oh, yes, I can. I can get it with the Vista. So this one is going to get a green. Yeah, that's what I want to do. This one's going to get a black. So do I make a 1/1? No, sack a creature exile. Never mind. I got there. I figured it out. I was being an idiot. I knew I was going to do that before I fetched. Okay, that's fine.
It's really weird how you can think of a line and then just forget it for a second and then go shit and remember it.
Mm-hmm.
Mistake.
So I'm going to Vista for another green. I'm going to put it on this forest calling blue or white.
Well, if you want to cast...
I'm trophying this turn though, right?
Yeah, I think you just want a trophy.
Or do I elk that? I think maybe I elk this, right?
I think elking is better.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. If I...
I think a Utopia Sprawl elk.
Yeah, but I have to get a green and Utopia Sprawl the other forest for blue. Because if I don't, okay, I can't play the Utopia Sprawl this turn. If I do, I can't Verdict next turn. No, I just can't play them on the same turn at all. Damn. By going for Painless Mana, I've screwed myself up a little bit. Yeah. No, wait, I got there. I figured it out.
Utopia Sprawl for...
No, I can fetch for the island. Here, no, I figured it out. I can fetch for the island. I don't need the extra mana this turn. That's what I just figured it out.
You can just Utopia Sprawl
for white.
On itself.
White. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, got it. I figured it out. Okay. Took a second. Oko. This turn this game I play the Oko. Your Goif goes from a 3/4 to a 3/3. Enjoy. Oh, and I can Niv-Mizzet next.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, we'll see if that's like a reasonable option, but
They can't stub it.
no, they cannot. They hit my Oko. That's a Death Shadow. Okay, so I have Verdict here, right?
I don't. Right now, I just see a Goif. Or no, yeah, Verdict.
They played a Death Shadow. Then they played a Fulminator Mage.
This is not good.
It's actually not that bad.
It sets you back and you can't cast the Verdict.
I understand that.
You have to trophy the... No, you can elk the Shadow.
I made a food and I'm going to Trophy the Shadow.
Yeah, that makes more sense, actually. Because
Yeah.
it saves up the...
Yeah, keeping Oko alive is pretty valuable right now. The current game state is such that Oko is alive for the foreseeable future because I elk my food, so he's going to get hit to 3, and then I elk my food, and then I block next turn. So if they have removal, they can get through this obviously, but they have to use that. Play their own Oko. Okay. And a Goif. Jeez.
Come on.
No, it's Yeah, they brought in Fulminator Mage. I mean, I'm glad I went all basics other than the pillar.
Yeah. Fulminator Mage is... it hurts.
Yeah, it's pretty good against me. So they have Goyf going against me, and then everything else going against Oko, so... I just let this happen.
Well, do you want to kill any of their creatures?
So the trick is they swung with 2 3/3s against Oko.
Okay.
So if I can throw my food away to kill one of them now, but that doesn't prevent... Oh, I guess this math ends up the same either way. I should have done it.
I think you should have just soaked the damage up.
Yep, and they played a Fatal Push after combat, so I fucked up. I should have blocked. Well, they could have pushed in combat if they wanted to keep their creature. So actually, they had the same number of options. I never actually had an option there.
Okay.
I top decked a red. Does this mean I have all 5 colors? It does. Wow. That was one of the 2 or 3 red sources in my deck. Niv draws 4 cards. Alright, well, if there was ever a way to get back in this game, that's how it starts.
It's a pity Niv can't draw lands.
Yeah, from time to time it feels like you actually need it.
Yep.
So he's gonna Elk my Oko. No, they're gonna Inquisition me. That's fine. There's nothing particularly terrifying you can take away from me. And then on my turn I can Dreadbore and Teferi, unless you take my Teferi.
Well, hopefully you top deck another white source.
They took the Dreadbore. Yeah, if I top deck another white source, I'm in good shape. Not great shape, but good shape. So do I take 10 here?
No.
Do I take 10 here and trade a food for a food? Or am I all in on the drawing a... So if I take 6, then I go to 7, then I can survive another hit next turn.
I think you soak up as much damage as you can.
Yeah, me too. Just super unfortunate that he took the Dreadbore there. Fulminator again, Jesus. I mean, it's not relevant, but feels bad. I can Decay and Teferi. Yes. Black, green, blue, white. Yes. Okay.
So you're gonna bounce the food token Elk.
Yeah, and Abrupt Decay the Tarmogoyf.
Small Goyf.
Yeah. Drew a pillar. I'm gonna hold it for now.
Well, yeah, you don't want to play it yet.
Nope. I mean, I want to for the land drop, but yeah.
No, don't. It just like it.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. But here's the if they don't take my Teferi off the table, then I can instant speed Wrath them next turn. So depending on how they do this, okay, they did take the Teferi off the table. So Helix is money here. So it's Helix and Vraska this turn? Yeah. Vraska kills the Oko.
What are you helixing?
The Tarmogoyf.
Okay, good.
And they can sack the Fulminator and kill my other land, but they just picked up a Death Shadow. Never mind, can't kill the Oko. Wait. No, I can Verdict instead.
Yeah.
I can Verdict and then lose my pillar?
But then you have Vraska the turn after. Which
Yeah, but he's gonna have a food beating me up.
I guess you can Lightning Helix the food.
When?
Next turn. You're gonna get hit by it once.
Yeah, I can Helix and Vraska next turn? I can? Yes. I can. Okay. So the line is Verdict this turn, Helix the food, and Vraska the Oko next turn. And we're in it. They still haven't played a Thoughtseize, by the way.
Yeah.
That's weird, right?
Unlucky
for
them.
But they have to be, right?
Yeah.
It's like the core of the deck.
If anything, maybe they're not playing as many Inquisitions, but they're definitely playing 4 Thoughtseize.
Right, that's the usual split. I don't have enough mana to do the thing now. I definitely don't have enough mana to do the thing now.
Well, what you're going to do is you're going to take a hit from the food, you're going to Helix the food, and wait the turn.
I can't play Helix.
Crap. Guess that's Vraska then.
Yeah, I got a Vraska and killed the food. This game is so fucking stupid. Their Oko's been so good this game.
Yeah.
I mean, so is like their sideboard decision. So they're okay. So I'm gonna pool a mana and sack a land. I have to.
I'm assuming you're sacking
The blue. It's gotta be, right? Oh, I guess there's mostly green sources.
You can't verdict. But I guess you can't verdict anyways, it doesn't matter.
What? No, I can. Well, yeah, I can't verdict anyway, but I think I sacked a green actually. Yeah, because I have another forest in the deck.
Sack forest, yeah.
The sack forest and just pray. I drew the second forest.
That's not helpful.
I can bring to light for 4.
You can K command and buy back your Niv and shock the food.
So I can K command to shatter the food.
Or what else could you do?
I don't know. I'm gonna cast it.
Do it right now. So.
I'm doing it. Oh, I think I can trophy the Oko. This is gonna be relevant when they stub me here. Oh, it's resolved. So trophy Kaya's Guile, Helix, fail. It's got to be trophy the Oko, right?
So what's the other option?
No, there is no other option.
Yeah, there is no other option. Sad times.
It's not that bad. I mean, like, clearly bad, but like...
Oh yeah, K command is no longer in the deck.
Yeah, that makes sense. And I die. Well.
Was it another Oko?
Yeah. So I have 0-2 in this league. Oh. No, the good times had to end at some point. The ridiculous streak. I think I'm going to play one more and then call it a night.
Okay.
Lost the die roll, but I have a good hand. And opponent walled. We still saw no Thoughtseize from their deck.
Yeah.
That's very strange.
Utopia Sprawl's on red?
Yes. That's the plan.
Or...
No, I think that's the plan.
Okay.
Oh, or I could put it on...
white.
Why?
I said, or you could put it on white, is what I'm saying.
I can, but how does that...
Helps you cast the Guile and stuff, I guess. And
Yeah.
Double white verdict.
Yeah. Against their opening, though, I'm going to do red.
Okay.
Unless this ends up being dredge, that's like it's fine. Temple Garden. We're 0-2. Maybe we're playing against someone else who wants to play Fair Magic.
No, you're probably playing busier.
You think? With
Yeah.
Foothills?
I think so.
Bogles.
I doubt it.
Bogles.
There's just gonna be a vizier of remedies. Oh my god.
I'm ahead of you, remember?
Yeah. Well, the white's looking a lot better now.
Yeah,
But
so
I guess
I'm
you
gonna-
can Wrenn and Six
I'm gonna-
take the land.
No, I'm Astrolabing and Helixing that.
Oh, I see. Okay. Astrolabe is such a good card. Holy smokes.
It's pretty busted. And my deck actually plays main deck sack effects.
Yep.
Oh, you're gonna love their next turn.
Oh boy.
It's okay, I don't feel bad about beating a Bogles player like this. It's like beating Burn. Like, it's just no, like, kill them all, no splits, take no prisoners. Screw Burn. Screw Bogles.
Yeah.
Why don't you try interacting, nerd? And on the flip side, there's like all the Bogles players who are like, ha ha ha, look at you with your $2,000 Jund deck. Get got. Which I totally understand. Like, I understand the appeal of Bogles. Like, you just get, there's so many very expensive decks that just get eaten.
Yeah. I mean, Reed Duke played it,
Yep.
so
Oh, Reed Duke's not perfect.
he came in second in that tournament.
Yeah, see? Second. Alright, I think I Niv here. Yeah.
You can afford to.
Just
Unless if you want to force the sack now.
I don't. No, because the thing is, sacrifice effects don't interact with the armors.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
By not interact, you mean they work out in your favor, correct?
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
There is no interaction between the Umbras and a sacrifice effect. The sacrifice effect just does its thing. Creature dies. Like it's supposed to. Hello, Niv.
If there's a rest in peace in play, and let's say you Kaya's Guile choose sack creature gain 4 life, is the act of putting the Bogle in exile still considered a sacrifice?
Correct. So the sacrificing is what happens before it leaves the battlefield. That's like what causes it to leave the battlefield. It's not. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It's like discarding. So there was a while where. So I read the IPG, or the CR. That's fine. Your creature's not big enough. I read the CR and it said, oh, discarding means putting a card from your hand into the graveyard. And so I was like, wait, with Rest in Peace, you don't discard. So does that mean you don't...
Leaving your hand.
Yeah, so the way the CR is written is misleading, and there's a different section where it kind of clarifies it.
So sacrifice is like discard from the battlefield.
Basically. That's basically what it is, yeah. Okay. Shock this. Your creature is not flying, so I'm going to crack into the air for 6. Oh, you are going to see a hilarious play. Do you see it? In my hand?
Not yet.
Okay. You'll see it.
Oh, I see.
Do you see it? Yeah. I knew you'd get there. You're smart.
Oh my god.
Kaya has been, like that game where she was taking down the Chalices was a big deal.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Playing this deck in paper sounds like it's going to be a pain in the ass.
I think it sounds like super fun, but Do you mean like keeping track of all the counters and stuff?
No, keeping track of what to fetch physically.
I don't mind that. I played 3-4 color control in paper. Yeah, but in paper I get to see the look on their faces when I cast Niv-Mizzet or Bring to Light for 5. Like, there are upsides. Ethereal Armor, sure, +1/+1. Rancor, sure. Oh, I guess I could have made them sack it in response and countered the Rancor. Put them on like the ultimate feel bad, no cards in hand. I guess I'm just gonna have to Unmoored Ego the Rancors next turn.
Really?
If they let it go that far, yeah.
You can just bring to light the Helix and kill them, can't you?
I can. Why would I do that?
Wrenn and Six, K-Command, Wrenn and Six.
Yeah, all of these are options. Okay. So, we got there. So, despite what that game demonstrated, Wrenn and Six is pretty bad.
Yeah.
I think Helix is okay, because there's no way I'm going to be able to cut every single piece of spot removal.
It's a mistake removing spot removal, because killing 4 Spirit Dancer is a must.
Yeah. Fracturing Gust.
And Knight of Autumn.
Yeah, I think I bring in the Knight of Autumn. It's like medium, but...
It's a blocker plus it kills an enchantment.
Yeah, it's medium plus. Okay, I need one more cut ego. I think this is solid.
Dovin's Veto?
Yeah, good. What's the cut for it? Tolsimir? These 2 blockers.
Teferi?
Teferi bounces enchantments, so it's a tempo gain and a card draw. Last Wrenn and Six?
Yeah, might as well. But, yeah.
Yeah, I just have to be cognizant of the fact that since I'm not playing Wrenn and Six, I don't have as many good land hands.
Yeah, you don't have a Guile hit, that's what I'm worried about.
Oh, that's not a problem. If I'm casting Niv-Mizzet, I'm probably okay. Also, half of the time I could be casting Niv-Mizzet, I could be casting Supreme Verdict or Fracturing Gust instead.
Yeah.
Sorry, more than half. I have 3 Bring to Lights and 1 Niv. That's a hand. I'm gonna keep it. So I think this is a hand where I go fetch. One of these turns I'm going to fetch Loch. Because I want to have white, blue. So it's the first turn I'm going to fetch Shock a Breeding Pool. Sprawl on white. I think. Depends on what I draw. Okay. Well, that's not great with this hand, so I'm going to fetch Shock Breeding Pool, call white, and then I can go Temple Garden if I want, or the Plains. Yeah, okay, got it. Wait, no, do I need all of them? Oh, I need all of them to tap for double colors if I'm going for that plan, so that isn't really... I take way too much damage doing that, so it's not worth doing. It's gonna go white. No. Blue. No. White. White, because if I draw a Kaya's Guile, then I want to be able to fetch black. On a one-lander.
Do
So...
these guys play all deck litters?
I don't think so. The affinity decks do, because they have a lot more.
Actually, it's like another cranial plating.
Yeah, they have a lot more. What do I want to say? They have a lot more just permanents hanging out.
Yeah.
Bogle's actually kind of stacks everything on one, and the lands, like they don't have a single enchantment land to play.
Yeah.
That was an okay call. Rinse and repeat? Sure. Kill my Teferi? Please allow him to gain me 2 life. If you don't kill my Teferi, I'm going to kill my Teferi, so... Thank you. That's actually pretty good. Oh, perfect, actually. This does this. This goes here, goes on black. Bet it all on black.
So cast Kaya's Guile up before us.
Yep. Each opponent stacks again 4. Those ones. Those are the words I want. Bye, friend. Hope you have another Bogle. They did.
Not a problem. Kess will come down and solve this problem.
Yeah, actually she will. Is that... I mean... She's better than Drown on the Loch right now.
Yep.
Shocking for red. Yeah. Okay. And the next turn I can cast Kaya's Guile in the graveyard. This is disgusting.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow, they didn't even have an enchantment. I mean, I'm just gonna start... Oh, what? No, wait, she can only cast it on my turn. I might as well do it and cast it to Teferi. Can I? Do I have double white? I don't have double white. I might as well just do it. Get it done.
Well, you have to do it this turn.
No, I have to do it on my turn.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Right. I don't have to do it this turn. Oh, I can entwine it. Why not? Anytime you get the chance, you might as well. You know, you might as well jump. Just go ahead and jump.
Oh boy.
Got... Oh! Okay. I mean, yeah. Let me get that second white so I can instant speed verdict you from here on out. Alright, little spirit token. It's all on you, baby. Oh, never mind. It's all on Niv.
Oh.
Niv, take the wheel. Black, green, red. Yeah. Alright. It's a Dargon. Please path my Moldrifter. Fracturing Gust or Night of Autumn? Gee, I don't know. It's so hard to choose.
Oh boy. Is this game 2?
Yeah, it's a massacre. Alright, I'm okay to go for one more. That was fast and brutal. Actually, should I quit while I'm ahead? I should quit while I'm ahead. I'm feeling alright. I'm tired, but
Okay.
I'm feeling good about it. Alright, well, thanks for hanging out, Roy. Thank you for anyone who's popped into the chat for half a second. I don't think anyone did, but and then all you wonderful people in the YouTube verse, if this actually makes it up there.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm gonna end the stream first.